Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, worldwide. We are the Titans. You know,
Let
so
them
I
know.
always the night,
What you
I
mean?
always, Hey, brother, them they open a parliament today. Can you remember them soon have them budget debate? Me not see
Yeah.
two nastiness, just one of them in a water boot and the next one, them looking stupid and bad, just like always. Oh, them germs are looking so man.
And the alien team.
Me never shown the two of them. Never shown the two of them. And then we see women return come out and say she have them are raise taxes. But you know, me have a question this brother. Because you have a hurricane. And most half of the island now, them out of job and everything. So when you raise taxes, who? Remember you got put 10 billion, but give them back them people or something, you know. So oh you got tax them. Remember them have to pay tax too, you know. So when
But
you
again,
raise tax on the goods and everything, no them you hurt same way.
lonesome. Them not even the people them not even get even the benefit, the maximum benefit of the loan. And them friend get it. JPS get it one
At
time.
them
You
friend,
understand?
a bigger boy, yes.
The people don't get the maximum benefit of the loan.
This bad. So them a push up taxes. And I tell you, so, I hear the news too. Hey news, me not in a one, you know. Hear them now? 10 years and taxes. The people that push up taxes in a 2017, 18, a matter of fact, them said something at 23. Them, listen, stop it, man. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, some Marlon, that tune, we'll soon give them a nice video for that, you know. Because we are dealing with, what you just say about that tune there? Me give a little touch of it in the show, yeah. We'll give a little touch before we start knock them. But tell me what now. We have to do that show there, Marlon. Because, you know, when you go around and you look on like certain social media, you see some woman, this is the first time, brothers. Let me say something to you now. If me that tell you 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, say that see woman pan line and talk some bag of foolishness. Me that say no better. Nobody no woman no stay so them not gonna do this. But when you see pan line now, me see woman the pan line in a Florida. She call Jackie name. She call Juna Reed name. She call some one bag of other artist name. Where she a call, me I say Jano and who going a rectum, who flush her out. It embarrassing, man. Yesterday me at school again, when me look, me see one, I say a big promoter. And she said St. Mary. So that sound like I follow the arrow. Because when them talk, you know.
Yeah.
All them people are might have married people though. She said 20 years. And me said them look tune. What kind of thing this what them up to? Them not nothing about them again. So that's why you see me have to do that tune. Then now I tell you, we put it away with them dance, but all the petite ladies them come up front. You know, the guy, do body count. No, but not to parlor. Nobody count. So no guy can come point you out and thing. And when your husband a walk or who a walk, when you look 20 man a walk and no them laugh for your husband or your baby father, can't work. That is nastiness. See? You understand? That is not we not put up to these things. Who want a woman like this? Remember my born back road for morning, I mean my born go club too. Me don't want to get some job and give these people in a real life. See? Yeah, man, we want to get some job and give them. So something we don't promote, we not promote it. So we give them real tune with real lyrics and show them how real veterans sit up and real rhythm. Like we just build the rhythm for ourselves, you know? We don't watch space. That's how it go back melting pot.
Yeah, man. Same way. But you know the contribution to that is just to break down in a society, and the people them lose their morale. You
Exactly.
understand? Because when you have a society, where the leadership is questionable as it relates to good leadership and good governance, yeah, then you go and find these things occurring. The society gone in Jamaica as we know. Because if the government not provide no job, people have to find means of survival. And if the government does not look into education as the building foundation of the nation, then you're going to find this thing because people don't have education drive them away from this type of triviality, as it relates to them life out there night or risk them life just to make a dollar. So it's a combination of good governance and the breakdown in a society. You understand? When you don't have good governance, society can't good. Bad governance, you get bad society. You get bad influence from within the youth them growing up because the place is just in a shamble. Mother and father sit down and work for go. Community basically 5% gonna work, the rest your home, passa. You them hear all type of narrative language coming through, all type of gossip, and then the people them now take to social media as a means of earning something, especially on the TikTok platform. And you hear the whole dirty linen. You see it, hang out, you hear it, and it not sound good. Because when we're looking at other regions of the world, where we would have things more, underprivileged to Jamaica then based on how we know Jamaica. Them people that do good content. The African them are good content them are put out.
That's it.
We now are deal with backyard, Senate gone all over the place, all over abroad. People are them own family, them are degrade and all these things. You understand? Women are degrade them whole self-esteem. And then you find, the whole thing become just messy, my brother. Yeah?
Yes.
And then we do. It paint a bad picture from brand Jamaica. But you have to attribute that to the government. Because them don't know what is brand Jamaica. Brand Jamaica just don't mean say you sell Jamaica overseas. You have to make sure you know say you look after Jamaica at home. That's where the brand begins from. When you clean up your society, when you make your society look beautiful so the people them can adapt to that. Surrounding have a lot to do with people moral compass, How them see themselves live. If you keep the ghetto fence them standing for so long, and the road them dilapidated and no sidewalk and no beautification, no recreation for the youth, what are you going to get? You're going to get the society we are looking at right now. I yield back the floor to you, my brother.
Yeah, Byron, before you knock it, Byron, more you put in this too. Remember just remind Pat and you're gonna put it in though, Byron. For your Prime Minister, let me ask you, Byron, because you're gonna talk now. For your Prime Minister and the language out of female like best baby father and this one for the ladies and these things, it contribute to all the money are going to and them thing there and psychic bulldoze and OMB. Come never say Prime Minister used to be a survivor. You're a take on it, sir.
Well, obviously, it is, I would say, out of character as it relates to good governance and offering leadership quality, right? That would what would regards to be dibby, right? Now, as the Prime Minister for the country, right, you have to be inspirative, you have to be innovative, and first and foremost, right, you have to be measurable, right, in terms of your speech, because remember that you are the top influencer, right, of the country. You are the Prime Minister, and so then your utterances, right, they are going to be taken very serious, being the Prime Minister. And it goes back to what we are going to talk about. I heard Melting Pot, right, addresses some situations as it relates to the capital budget, right, as it relates to road infrastructures not being fixed and certain things and blah blah. If you look, Lonesome and Melting Pot, right, and I'm very much in agreement in terms of what Melting Pot said, right, because that is so true, right. The Jamaica Labour Party administration have not been utilizing the capital budget, and while I heard many narrative that Jamaica NIR is strong, National Reserve, right, strong and this and so forth, and I have to wonder, based on the Auditor General report, Wayne, that more than $3 trillion unaccounted for. Is it a situation? I'm just saying, let me say this, because I don't have any facts on it, but it is my curiosity to the fact that, right, Andrew Owner's administration not being utilizing the capital budget as it relates to road infrastructures and certain things, social programs and certain things. We're not seeing any of that. So then let me ask, right, is it a situation that we believe that, okay, all right, money may have that monies that were budgeted for certain use, right, be redirected in other areas, right? Because you know that several of these programs tied up into the consolidated funds. And I am saying, is it a situation that we might not have the money that people believe that we have? The country might be broke, might be broken as a result of the corruption and the thievery. And all of this, right, in terms of the lies, let me say that, the lies being told to us. We are not seeing the capital budget being utilized. No, if you go around the entire Jamaica, right? When did the Prime Minister utilize any form of new road structure, apart from the highway? Where are those new road structures? Right?
No
new schools. Right? We have Cornwall Regional Hospital that we started out as a refurbishing process from 2016 until we speak. First started at $2 billion, then moved to $4 billion, then moved to $9 billion, then a protracted cost, right, of $23 to $24 billion. I mean, at what point that we are going to get the hospital up and ready? So, and based on these factors, I am saying to myself, is it a situation that the government continue to be lying and, right, people continue to be fooled, believing that the country may have money, and really and truly, you understand, the country don't really have any money, right? Remember, I don't have the facts in terms of, you understand, having that data to say, right, the government don't have the money. People keep on saying, I've heard economists saying, yeah, man, there's a lot of money, right, and so forth and so forth. But I am saying to myself, as a layman, because remember, I am not the expert, I am saying, I mean, we are not seeing those expenditures utilizing. And then the bridge, look at the bridge. The bridges in Jamaica, dilapidated. We have not seen any money spending on that, right? We have seen the health minister came out and said, we have moved the health budget from $64 billion to $146 billion. And we look, we are look, and we are saying, wait there. There it is. Oh, we not see the beds. We not see the MRI machines. We not see the dialysis machine. Wait there. Where it is. And it goes to the question. It goes to my curiosity. What happened to, right, the money that, people believe so we have? Again, when you look at it, we also have budget shortfalls. We have a 23 to 2024 budget shortfall. We have a 2024 to 2025 budget shortfall. And guess what? One of the biggest portion of the budget shortfall, we are not collecting corporate taxes. Andrew Holness again is a full-fledged demonstrator of that. Having roughly about 3 companies, you understand, that applying for nil tax, right? And yet, those 3 companies, you see millions of dollars running through those companies.
Yes.
Right? So you see tax avoidance, right? But yet, they can't touch Andrew Holness. You understand? Them can run and put all them grievance and vengeance on 11 other companies that had done the simple same thing that Andrew Holness had done. Right? You have also seen Lonesome, Big Mama, who are in 1.4 billion tax. And since I am on that Lonesome,
yes,
I don't know if some people are not aware, or people totally oblivious, or they are in the dark ages. How many times we have featured that Big Mama owed over $1.4 billion. It appears that some people don't believe.
Yes.
Right? Some people seems to be totally oblivious even of that information. And I am saying that these are the situations. Andrew Holness don't want to pay tax. Right? Big Mama don't want to pay tax. Right? And there is no surprise there because we see Big Mama and then merge with Revo. And who own Revo? Dushi and Savadi. But I could ask the question, who own Dushi and Savadia? And I leave it there.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Lonzo.
So hear this now. So you just said the money. You said them people say them have money. Where the money come from, brother?
I don't know.
You go about 6.7 billion. Where the money come from? No, me don't see them say them are waste. Just that alone me answer that whole question there. You understand? Because if them did have money, you no borrow, you have money then. So you no borrow you no have the shortfall in the first place. And you could never have borrowed the biggest money from IMF in the history of Jamaica. Impossible. So we're broke. We don't have no money. We have money, but we have to take the money from out of NHT. But the economists would tell them to go lay an egg, man.
But we're not even that. I didn't even remember that. I'm glad you touched that. How we have money, and we are draw down upon in NHT $11 billion every year. That don't make no sense.
And we have money.
No sense because of the amount. When I went onto the Integrity Commission site, and did you know that more than 200 reports have been submitted right to Parliament and over 70 odd cases right in the process of prosecution? Did you know? Did you have that way?
Yeah. You hear this?
The high levels of criminality.
It's bad, and it can't continue.
Yeah.
Look on this now, people. Remember them around the other day and I tell them we run the country, so this and that. Where mama people teen. I'm gonna tell them the truth. We not go around here, so we not add on, we not take off. Right? Them tell you no taxes, not go some. Me play in a 2017, 2018 budget when hardly sharp raise taxes for everything, and then every year it will go up. Right? Every year, when the things get there, you pay more taxes by the way, So them now have to come and announce it. But you know it's wicked for the people then Byron. When the hurricane does blow, the first thing we came out and say, I say, listen me. The light bill will go up. When that go up, everything I raise by you.
Yes.
I know everything I raise by you alone now, And it will go up over the next 6 months. So the 7%, like 40%, nearly 50% it will go up. Not only that now, the government now with them bare face. Remember, majority of Jamaica mash up them now have not minimum wage, make nothing. Now you turn tax to the people then. A double kill.
Under this crisis, under the crisis.
Hear this, brother. Hear this.
Reactions this afternoon from one economist to news that new taxation measures will form part of the 2026-2027 budget as the government moves to maintain fiscal stability in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Details in this report.
For the first time in nearly 10 years, new taxes are likely.
Oh, that is a lie. You know me just calling out. What if we do the investing, brother? We don't know do no journalism. It's first time in nearly 10 years. It's there, documented, same one documented in 2017, 2018, 2017 and 18 and nearly 10 years. And then them come back with taxes at 22, 23. And them always have tax and push up. Continue.
To return in Jamaica's budget. On Wednesday, Finance Minister Favour Williams pointed to the Independent Fiscal Commission assessment that Hurricane Melissa caused an estimated $8.8 billion in damage, roughly 41% of Jamaica's GDP. Economist Dr. Damien King describes the move as fiscal realism, not a shift away from discipline.
As soon as the hurricane hit, we knew there would have to be tax.
So we favor red rat. You know, when there and when one go drop pan and all kind of things. Can we not buy this, you know? Come more burden upon the people, Byron and Pat. If the people them not have the money to put on a house stop and can't even buy food. Remember, you know, JPS alone and push away everything. And when the thing go up, it includes taxes. For instance, let me just break down something for you, right? If you buy something for $100 and a 15% tax, depend the thing, you pay $115. Now the thing gone to $200. You know what you pay for that? 15% of $200, $30 in a people.
Exactly.
$230. So the tax gone up to and everything. See? So if the light bill go up and that will push up the things, them now the government will turn around tax you again from the taxes. Or you manage. And no for not get nothing. Continue.
Taxes. So it's no surprise that we are going to have increased taxation. And what is the best way to deal with this is actually a combination of taxes and borrowing, because you want to smooth out the cost. You don't want tax increases.
So people, you ever talk it, make it look now, you know? You don't want the tax increases. People, when the people them depend them face, you borrow the money already. Or you mean smooth out what kind of cost? A matter of fact, the government don't give the people them 10 billion Jamaican dollar. Out of trillion point of million, out of trillion point of dollar. 6.7 billion, you know, by over $1 trillion, you know.
Yes.
You only get 10 billion. One and two look people I get 75,200, and some of them, one and two of them I get 500,000. And everybody I get nothing. But you have to take up the burden and pay back these money. Where the money I go to him and him friend them for build back what? Make we continue.
All in the first year, that is going to make it burdensome. You spread it out over a few years so that it is not as disruptive.
I tell you, say I'll be a tax over a few years. When the people that have nothing already for the country now have nothing, majority of the country now have nothing. You hear this, brother? So when them tax now, them not just continue to tax. Meanwhile, JPS and them bill and come up on you where raise things plus it tax to, you know. I don't know them people are managing, you know. And when I look for the 32,000 now minimum wage, you will not get that. Make me just tell you straight. I know, yeah, Paul Pantit can continue.
So standard of living immediately as much as it might have been. So that is what we are going to get.
Dr. King says Jamaica is in a fiscal position to manage the impact of an event.
If we not here that clean that man, you know, we in a physical.
Yeah, man, a peer.
And then tax people. I mean, them are not economists, them are nastiness, man. Yeah.
Events such as Hurricane Melissa.
It's such a proud moment for all Jamaicans to appreciate that we can have something of the impact of Hurricane Melissa, and an international rating agency has said essentially this does not affect Jamaica's long-term stability. And
what about rating agency?
Living idiot this.
For you look at him face, you know. Yeah, Jesse, yeah, man. For you look at him face, you know, don't it? Not your part. It's a
man, we must have sense.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Fiscal and financial security. So it's good that we can be in that position, and we want to remain in that position.
He further argues that the introduction of new taxes is the most effective approach.
Well, the only other option to taxation is borrowing, which is saying, we're going to tax you sometime in the future, and we're going to have to tax you more to pay back the principal and the interest. And that takes us down a road that Jamaica does not want to go, which is...
Man, come on, everything. Yeah, idiot. We can't stumble. Go ahead, man. I'm running. I'll play next Monday, but I'm running. Because... for the people them know where them could have work and you start back work, I better you did borrow because we still our money what we have pay back. Yeah? But if you go turn and tax the people them know, because in the future them could have pay back the tax when you kickstart them. When we have nothing you tax me, what me pay, brother? You got shortfall same way. Tell Big Mama go pay them tax and corporate them to go pay them tax. See? If me did have something, brother, all right. So me did have a business place. So the one we are surviving. We did have where we look at corner shop and bar or something. Them mash up. And then come with tax. So remember, we don't really get no help. You know, what we are going to do? Even if we buy something, you have tax, we overburden away. But if you didn't give you a start, borrow the money and give you a start, and we could have put back our foot. We could have employed a couple more people. So when the tax come, we could have paid back because we could have set back our foot now. We are right. But when we don't have nothing, your tax, we out of nothing, what you get? Eh? Or your tax money when I have nothing? You have finished mash up the poor. Eh? And tell me what the rich them not pay nothing, you know?
No.
And them get the waivers. Let me hear that one, yeah.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
Special welcome to viewers on onespotmedia.com as well as those on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands.
Up first this evening, Finance Minister Favour Williams is confirming that new taxation measures will form part of the 2026-2027 budget as the government moves to maintain fiscal stability in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa.
In a statement today, the minister pointed to the Independent Fiscal Commission's assessment that the hurricane caused an estimated $8.8 billion in damage.
So you have to 8.8, you not borrow so much. Who not tell about 8.8 for? Who do ever give the people the money like them get? Them borrow 6.7. And if them get 3 point at then use even 1 billion from the people them. Brother, at 10 million Jamaican, 10 billion Jamaican them are using, brother.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So them not really use not much from the people them, brother. See? Nothing much. Like 60 odd million Jamaican out of about a 6.7 bill. Like 63 million US. Them are used out of 6.7 bill. See? Even if them not get all of that by right. You see what them are give back to the people them?
Exactly.
Eh? JPS get more, everybody get more, but at the same people are suffer. Higher light bill. Enough of them are can't borrow light, you know. It's impossible when them done, people can't, hey, I see the one them who can pay them light bill. Remember, you know, that will go up more than 200%. Because when them go up, you know, enough people who are borrow light, you have to pay them light bill for them. Because them borrow it, but it come on your bill. Then the taxes will go up on it. Then this are raised again, so you know how always again from people. Brother, who couldn't buy food, I don't know what them can buy now. They better go make some dirt cake like over in a 80. Continue.
Damage, roughly 41% of Jamaica's GDP.
She says the disaster has slowed economic activity and reduced government revenues, creating what she described as a...
She said slow. The activity is slow. Long time. Yeah, this melting pot.
Yes, man.
Continue.
fiscal gap that cannot be ignored.
While borrowing will play a role, Williams stressed that Jamaica will not return to what she called a debt trap. Instead, borrowing will be directed towards capital projects such as infrastructure, agriculture, and...
Yeah, so borrowing, she said a debt trap. So she borrow about infrastructure, agriculture, right? And then you pay the taxes to do the rest, but you don't have the money. Most of them don't have no bank account. But he said the people them not earn some money, me understand, you know. But them not earn money by run. But I remember, remember moved it. Remember can't get no mad.
Absolutely.
It get no mad now. All right.
Yes. Let us start. Let us speak as it relates to the loan that we had gotten from the IMF, which is $6.7 billion American dollars.
No,
that is still not enough, you know. Because the total estimation of the damage is about $8.8 billion. So we're already short. That means if we even spend effectively the $6.7 billion, you understand, people are still going, some people are still not going to get certain benefits. So basically that's what it is saying. However, if you look at it, right, Andrew Warner's administration did not kickstart the economy as it relates to the advantage in using NHT, right, as a low income home generator, low income home generator, right? Now, what he should have done, instead of going to the route of bringing in container homes, if he did stimulate NHT, right, and have NHT deal with local contractors, right, where you buy block, you buy cement, steel, and rare, blah, 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 and build more suitable home. Because remember, you know, Wayne, we are also in February, you know, we are facing another, we are fast approaching another hurricane season to come in.
Yes.
And remember, we have not, right, reboots our drainage system, you know, in terms of making them deeper and wider to control the volume of water, you know. We have seen all of that, you know.
Yes.
So how is it that we are preparing? We are not stimulating the economy with the money that being borrowed as it relates to kickstart the construction industry, which is the wise thing to do, right, in terms of kickstarting the construction industry. But no, because he has his shell companies, you understand, and he connected and he want to make money, you understand, put it in personal pocket, continue the robbery, the loot, you understand, because what, all right, you have 3 of the top country strategists that tell him, no, don't go down the route of container homes, right?
Yeah.
Build more sustainable homes for the people. Build concrete structure and proper strapping. But no, Andrew Wallace is not doing that. So then tell me, oh, we are in a crisis, my brother. We are in a crisis. But, I mean, some of the people, them just can't see it. Them can't see it. And now, on top of that, to the fact that the people are suffering, we are on melting pot. I am telling you right now as I speak, 20% of the people who have been damaged, not even 20% of all the people who have been damaged, we are not lonesome. I mean, you can put it in the category number 1, right, where all structure has been totally damaged. Right, category number 2, right, I mean, medium damage, right? And I am telling you that 20%, not even 20% of those persons who affected get any help from the government. Going 4 months, Jamaica people. 4 months, when I think of it, what the F Andrew Wallace administration is doing. Said he's going to create NARA, to create checks and balance. Things have been missing out of ADPEM. And the people are not getting any benefit. Where are those items gone? You have seen the thing with the Starlink. And Drvgs of the audacity to tell you that if the circumstances should exist again, he will not hesitate in doing the same thing. So you tell me now, why does it matter? Why does it matter any at all for tax administration of Jamaica to be charging 11 businesses, right, to the fact that they file false information? When you have Drvgs, I tell you plain to your face, and there's no penalty can come to Drvgs. What the DPP is doing, what the effing DPP is doing. We know that this DPP is Paula Llewellyn protege. What is it she's doing? Why Drvgs Me say, if Drvgs was in Barbados, me and my charge out in Clark. Him would have been in prison. Me and
Long time.
in prison.
Long time.
Me say, if the boy, if a thief in boy, hey, yo, me say the thing burn me, you know, man. Let me tell you, say the thing burn me differently, you know. It burn me differently that somebody can just I say, me can do anything what I want to do, and none of you can tap me. And me name Drvgs. When you look, the man, Andrew Holness can do anything. Why want to do a him name Andrew Holness, a him name Bro God, and Drvgs, a him name Drvgs. When you look over them, when you look over their heads, these men in leadership position in our politics, when you can't charge them, when you step by them, pass them, and go and charge 11 other companies for tax evasion. What's that example? What's that example the system is setting? What are you telling us? That these men, Drvgs and Andrew Holness, above the law? That is the message we are getting. That they are above the law. Drvgs can breach anytime. 1.4 billion in a direct procurement. 1.4 billion for what? 60 blasted rotten down bus. The buses bearing hate and hazardous situation. United States reject them bus there. Those buses are not good to be in the fleet no longer because they are poisonous to the children's health. And here is Drvgs, take up America garbage. And to the fact that he wants to thief the police sympathy party. And you know I want to help the rural youths. That's what you want to do with the fucking one thief the people their money. We're tired of you. You're a disgrace. You're a criminal, Drvgs. That's what you are. You're a effing thief. You're a damn thief. And people are telling, oh, you know, you need to be politically correct. You're a little bit aggressive and man, listen me, man. Listen me. You see some of the people who think you can, you know, sugarcoat and, you know, trying to be so professional and so picked up and, you know, hey, UNO, people like UNO, make the corruption continue. People like UNO, man, make the country continue. Drvgs have no values, no moral. The man is a damn ordinary thief. I'm a thief. It is a shame to have them criminally in a parliament, but them a legislator. Them a legislator. Them a legislator. Them a legislator who only block traffic signal and bother police. And them a legislator. But Jamaica is just a matter of time. Just a matter of time, man. And I believe that God will prevail. Tired of this now, Jamaica. Tired of this. And I don't care anymore. I am telling the Jamaica, come out and march. Pressure the private sector of Jamaica. pressure them backside. You see how them a plan for pressure on with tax? You see how them a plan for, you know, go see them and take it. You know, go see them and take it and say, yes, hallelujah, praise the Lord, more taxation is coming. And that you know plan for them. You see the government care, look how no suffer. Look what the suffrage. And look what the government have planned for do. Increase tax. Increase tax on the backside. Look what the government have planned for do. And yet the 6.7 billion where IMF gave him to spend on the people, to do the rebuilding process. You know see what I'm do? Take it and give to them friends. And now we can understand the true clarity of JPS.
Baron.
Sit down. When sit down and take it. Take it.
Baron.
Take it, mighty God.
You just said JPS. Me call down a West Poland. Down in a Grange. Them blackout same way, you know. Me just them not have no light. Them not even have water. Them not have nothing. Me call down in a St. Elizabeth all over. You did hear that? Me are you there on the line? And me are you there about the melting pot?
Sandals them have light. Sandals them not have no light, but sandals them have light.
Sandals have light. So them people don't have no light. I lie them I tell them put some generator and give some people to commit a thing. No fix. The 93, 97 business there be a lie them I tell. You understand? All me know so uno people now you see the little Kentucky one to get the other day and the little $5,000 and the Kentucky them melting pot and Byron but the people them did not get on when they matter about we are money make we give them solidarity at 20 grand. No una get tax. Una pay it back. Every piece of Kentucky, una not pay it back. But the man wicked in a better. The man use government money where we not have nothing. And it told for win thing, take 1.4. So if you don't have no money, and you have shortfall, where you take the money and say you buy a bus? Where you not going to the money bus Starlink where you get around 700 free? Why you take 12 million and say, I lie him tell.
I mean, for them,
I say number 100. When say not give out yet. Eh? The melting pot?
Well, you see, everything we are run through the Jamaica Labour Party is just lie and propaganda, you know. Yeah, but you know, it's grossly embarrassing what the government has done with hurricane relief funding of 6.7 billion US dollar. I mean, we haven't seen any work being done in that regard where it relates to spending that money to, you know, stabilize the people and back, put them back in our home. And we are talking about building home, yeah, that can resist a Cat 5 hurricane in the future.
Baron, see that part? Him say, yeah. I don't want to send it like this. Now, like post the side of, just take, look at the time. 11:25 this morning. Can you have them, you know? Them no move it. All right.
Them they don't move it. Them don't even get to this yet. Yeah.
Wicked liar people, everyone.
So when we are looking at it, my brother, it's just that we not get no transparency from ADPEM, government, and you know the various ministers. Yeah, it's pure lie them I tell people. You understand? But Byron, I hear you relate to the fact about kickstarting the economy. And the right way, when you get funding like this, where you have to pay back with interest, you have to utilize it in a sensitive manner.
Exactly.
Where you know, so you start to build back houses that can withstand category 5. So you have build concrete house. Even if a man did have a board house, you replace it with a concrete house with a slab top.
Exactly.
Get rid of the zinc them and the board them they can't stand up against category 5 hurricane. Because you don't want a recurrent steam of what took place with Melissa occurring in the next hurricane cycle. So, how's it should have been where you put Jamaican to work, where even the business community them start to benefit from that upsurge in investment from the 6.7 billion US. So the hardware them a sell black steel, cement, yeah, and these things, the man them will mine the sun and make a money, and the workmen them put to work. And so that is a real way of kickstarting the economy.
Exactly.
Yeah, knowing to the fact so you have to pay back this. But the simple fact of the matter, them get grace period in when to start pay back this money. Yeah, certain fiscal discipline have been altered during this time. People need to know that. So when I hear garbage, mummy return, I come out and talk about, yeah, roughly 41% of the GDP, you know, the country have to sustain now because of 8.8 billion hurricane damage. Yeah, we have a 8.8 billion hurricane damage. Yeah, let me say this. The Prime Minister has been going to National Housing Trust annually and taking 11.4 billion from that entity. That entity is designed for building cheap, affordable houses for Jamaican. So where the rebuilding program of houses in Jamaica should start from. It's from the NHT, and you should have gone to the NHT and use that 11.4 billion and then put back that money from the 6.7 billion and put Jamaican to work and start getting back Jamaica, yeah, into a home that can call, you know, them home again. And that chapalin in a shelter is not people home. Yeah. So this government is lacking in idea, lacking innovative skill. Them don't have none of that. Yeah. All them know is to steal from the poor people. Cause them not steal from them friend, you know. Them a give them friend waiver. Yeah. Them a give them friend tax break as it relates to not collecting them tax. So them big shot friend them is living large half of the back of the poor people in Jamaica. You understand? And so when we look 4 months post Melissa, yeah, still the things still remain the same. No light in several places, but Pumbas come tell us by the 31st of January, everywhere I have light. Well, we are into February, and we are still seeing light posts from Hurricane Melissa still on the ground. That tell you they haven't reached there. But yet still JPS get all of the cat ban money to begin with, plus rest where them put on it. Yeah, because them take 50 million also from consolidated fund on top of the 150 million US dollar cat ban. So rather than restoring things in an orderly fashion, what them do? Them put the money in a them big man friend hand. Yeah, Pumbas. Yeah, him do that. Andrew allow him to do that. And we hear him come out and say how much, yeah, that was the right thing to do. And some people wouldn't do that because them not got interest in a Jamaica. Them would know how to build back Jamaica and all this type of narrative. Yeah. But what him didn't tell is that him friend get over 100 million in contract out of that. Yeah. That family friend up there is from Stuart. Yeah. Auto Supply. She benefit over 100 million in contract. So everything that the Jamaican poor people have to face up to, yeah, is as a result of this government negligence and how them continue to operate and destabilize the economy. You understand? By just the same people keep going around in circles, keep getting contracts, keep benefiting. It's not been with the wealth has not been spread around in a diverse manner, where people from all walks of life want to qualify, you can get benefit through it. It's just the same 5% or 7% of people who is benefiting. It's a cliques. Michael Manley talk about them. We are seeing them in real terms today. Yeah, these people get everything while some people get nothing. Remember, I know the Prime Minister have so much truck and him never utilize the truck them. And him get the truck them off of Jamaican taxpayers, the poor people them him rob. Yeah? Several time trucks them should have out there a clean up the ear of them. Him have them a backside. Yeah? But yet still the haulage contractor them him show out at the backside entity, you know. Him not employ them to use them truck, you know, because him know them truck now get no work now, you know. But him don't use them back to clean up the place. So what you find out now is that everything is gonna go slow because Andrew only say wait for people now to generate them one fund to build back them house. Andrew don't really want to spend not much out of the 6.7 billion US. That's why I'm just half a 10 billion Jamaican dollars on the table. The money where we hear them a brand, they cannot build back houses. You understand? But these people are so stupid. Them come and show you some little style out of border. And when you do the maths, each of them style cost 400,000 Jamaican dollars. And when we look for what's for 400,000, then you give the people them the money to build back house. Or you go and give back the Jamaican people these little small amount of money to resurrect back them home. As a matter of fact, the home building should have been done through the government program. Yeah, where you send out your estimate people and go do the estimate, do the research, yeah, get everything in line. Yeah, and then you start to move after you cover a certain amount of houses. Yeah, so you know so well then all right, you will send a team of work at this. So even the GDF them should be skilled enough to go out there and farm part of that work process using some of the equipment where them have up there. Because when you do that, what you do, you save the economy in a way, but other than sending it to some overseas container company in a China or US, I don't know where, but one out of them two there, yeah, you would have allowed your local economy to benefit from whatever money you think about, utilize in bringing container home to Jamaica. So the army come in, clean up the place, yeah. You put the workman them, because we have skilled workman them to work after you done the assessment, and you start build back the people house. You, the government, pay for the material, yeah. Because you say you not trust the people, you know. You come out and say you not trust the people, so you are sending I will see tax on them. You are sending criminal on the people to audit them. Because Andrew know say him have himself a criminal, you know. So even the money where him give the people the little money, you know. Him want send in auditing on them using CTAC. But CTAC a criminal. You understand? That's why it have to dismantle. You understand? So everything under Andrew Wallace administration is not in favor of the black and the poor in Jamaica. Here you have to have them skin color like him and you benefit. You have to round them circle and you benefit. Right now the people have suffered, you know. They have gone through several downpour of rain under them tarpaulin or wherever they are. We have seen places start flood back, so we know the infrastructure now look after either. Yeah. And I want to know if Andrew not feel shame in the eyes of the international community. Yeah. The gully them not clean. We see Pine Estate. Yeah, that flood out with here. That flood out, you know, and the next one flood out. All of them scheme with them bill flood out in recent time. You understand? And so it is saying to everyone that nothing has been done. We should have seen when rainfall now, them look water they are run where these guys show say you just clean up the place. The water them would have moved. The people in place would not flood out. So nothing has been done with the 6.7 where them get from the IMF. Plus all the other money where them get. The relief them where the people sending it still there in a admin and for them warehouse all over the place. The people them not get the benefit of that. This government is a kleptocratic government who continue to steal from the poor people. The generator them, what happened to them? When do with all these hundreds of generator? We don't hear nothing about them. Then you come and you say Pumbas now want steal a $12 million right away off a Starlink. Same go buy 200 more. But there's 100 still in a warehouse. But a 700 we get, you know. So, all right. You put 600 out there and you have 100 in the warehouse. Why you go buy 200? But 100 still sitting at the warehouse. But we know a lie, I tell. Him don't buy no Starlink. But this is way of saying things, yeah, and thinking that Jamaica people will buy into his narrative, not knowing that you have people like me around here who are going to fact check that and not ask the question, yeah, you can have 100 sitting down in the warehouse, but you buy 200 more. No way. You want to steal a $12 billion? Just like how you take the $1.4 billion, no, we can't get the buses them. Just like how him come out and put out a false narrative, say 20 more new buses added to the 60, make it 80. When we know a lie, because we know him that do PR with that. But that's all right. That's what we are talking about. Yeah, man.
Me and Mott the machine up, you know.
You mean?
Yeah.
30 nil.
Yeah.
Third
Because
time,
if you
come
come
around
out
me
and
now.
chat shit all time out, so me and Matt the mash him up him step down.
Yeah,
After.
because I'm take talking from Andrew them. So me and Matt say, no, me no with a friend. 30 nil.
All right.
30
nil.
nil. 30
Yeah,
nil.
man. Yeah, I mean like how she have preserved democratic socialism in the region, you know.
What you
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Yeah.
30 nil.
Yeah. 30 nil. What a beating. What a beating.
Bob 30 nil. Then a big
What a
dirty
beating.
mama. Well, I'm a
We know
brother.
say, we know say this a capitalist out just to get beaten, you know. Thief the
No,
election.
I think the one that Jamaica thief to man.
You know it. All of them know. He might cry, you know, because him called to Andrew. Me and Mott say, hey, me not the weather friend. We not the weather friend. Yeah, alone the thief. The people not the weather friend. So Andrew have to use the seven machine coming in, you know, brother.
Yeah,
Brother,
I think the thief, yeah.
a criminality that way, you know.
The brother has 7 seat, the man them win by, you know. The 7
Yeah.
machine did that. Okay? It's plain and simple.
Remember, so we deal with that and investigate that and know that in a melting pot.
You know that.
Remember the
Yeah.
7 seats, you know, brother. The man come with 7 machine people. Can't tell them the laugh and them couldn't get so much. So they make sure have 7. When you look the machine, them broke down. 2 hours this. Them can't go flip them do 7 machine. Where them know them and them put it at the seat where them definitely have a thief. And then one of them come in for the JLP. You can't do that.
But what is significant, you know, we and Byron? The 2 internet provider, them gone out of service simultaneously.
Same time.
GPS light gone too. GPS light gone too.
Eh?
You can imagine on a pivotal night like election night, no internet, no light. They are telling you know, people, this Labour administration is so barefaced with the corruption that it beggars to believe if Andrew owners have anything named dignity. Them and they no shame and pride, you know.
Don't dignity,
It's a whole
don't dignity beside Andrew Owner's name.
But we just say it beggars to believe. We know him not have none. The man is a criminal in everybody's eyes. You understand? And what it is that some people, because of the little kickback with them again, yeah, them still continue to support this guy. And don't see a crisis is on the horizon right now. Because we told them, you know, yeah, that tax is going to go up over a 6-month consecutive period. As it relates to just the light triggering up those tax increase.
Yes.
Yes, and then you have the government side of tax. So Jamaican don't know what the woods with tax, you know. When I get tax like hacks, we say a chop wood. Yeah, me don't know how to manage. Poverty I go lick on till it look bad.
Whoa.
Austerity measure I go take on till you know weak.
Whoa.
We must warn you.
But
When you hear,
brothers,
all right, I just roll that.
well, I know you say you don't say the tax. Remember, you know, the money we borrow, you must start pay it back at the people, and them are pay it at the people, them are pay it back. Plus, I get taxed at the same time, you know.
Wicked man.
Oh God, man.
Wicked.
Yeah, but hold on.
Them are tax you more and more every year.
We and Byron, this is why when we are talking to the people who want them listening, you know, them get a tax a semblance in terms of them getting a waiver, a time frame. Yeah? Them not really have to pay back the tax right away, you know. Them get a waiver upon that, like a 3-year waiver. And you need to come tell the people, because I mentioned it already, so I don't know where I impose the tax. So the country have to grow back itself before you can tax back the people. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing, and the people them have nothing, you tax them. The people them have nothing already. Yeah, and we know, yeah, the IMF money, them get a waiver upon it. As to they can use the money over a period of time before they start to pay it back with the tax.
Look at
so
sorry for cutting, I'm gonna give them an emergency, right? Let me give an emergency. This is a Michi dump on the boulevard, Pat and Byron. Look at JP, so them fix, right? Look at.
Whoa, what going this way?
No, the current are going so.
Bump Jones.
The JPS them there. JPS, look at.
Well, a fireworks them a kick off.
But that's the thing you have to be careful, you know. Over the supermarket, them from the boulevard, that, you know.
Okay.
They guys want to miss it there, so. Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, you said things are right. Things are right, you know. So when Pumbaa see this, I'm ashamed.
In none.
Pumbaa feel like him can't go in our head, you know, until we all type of Nancy Cobweb and we fall for that, you know. Pumbaa, understand yourself, man. Yeah. We know based on the facts, the house them not start build back yet. You couldn't say you restore the place with life. Yeah? You could never.
So when go put the light on? When go run the light on?
When him testicle.
Most one in testicles.
Remember say it want restart, I'm tongue I use, you know. Remember him them want restart up. Remember I use the blue pill and him tongue, you know. So it must want the JPS to restart. It is shock Pumbaa, the bunny out, you know. Yes. I must find
sometimes
yeah.
Them guys need to know what them I say. Yeah, because you want to know. Just when time you impoverish the nation of education, starve them of education, then you can't say anything, you know. At that labor right to Jamaicans, you know. Yeah, currently a few people in Jamaica understand anything what them I say. Just when people don't them want to listen to nothing, you know. Because them now go comprehend and them know them have the population wrapped up in that syndrome. Lack of understanding, lack of education, so you can't come out and say anything. Without we come and take the platform and beat it out for them and run with them. I know Jamaican people are managed under this Labour government. Because the lie with the man I'm telling you. Yeah, wait though. It demoralizes the people. Because if you say you give something more and you look in a seed, you ever wonder them where it is? For him come out and attack these things, the people them down in a ground zero, I expect light, but you can't put back light when the house them not start build back, the infrastructure not start work and yet. As we see light post still there ground, road still not clear yet, no place not get touched, you know. Because Andrew decide to hold on the cash rather than utilize the cash and send out people start clean up the infrastructure number one. Yeah? Start do the housing rebuilding assessment number 2. Yeah. Number 3, start do some contract with suppliers. Yeah. Number 4, get them workman them out there. Start put back people from where them come from, replace them back to them home, take them out of the shelter and from underneath the tarpaulin. And we don't want no container house because that's not sustainable. We want a real concrete house and whether the man did have a board house or not. Build him back a concrete house. Get rid of the zinc that will fly kill people when hurricane blow them off. Put on slab top. Then you leave the people them know them have somewhere to go with safe and secure. Eventually people will expand. Just give them a starter back where look good no man. And certain structure where just damage because a roof like that was already concrete. Just slab back them place. Give them some windows and door. I eat that, you know. The man I make the thing look like, you know, it's something tedious and hard when can't go through. It's simple.
Exactly.
Spend the money and put the workmen to work. And start deal with things. Right now, we can't bet you say, June rain, I will catch stuff for the people out there. About 80% of the people are out there. I face the June rain period. And then you know, so the hurricane are kicking in. Yeah, from September. I mean, no, him can't get the people back into a home before then because it's a lethargic, lazy government we have out there. Criminal government who just want to have the money slung on every day and steal it. Them take most of the money out of the 6.7 already. You can't guarantee people that. Because remember, the money starts show up with church and get all 75 million, you know. We contract around left, right, and center to them friend, you know. Yeah? And but no work now done. Just people that get contract and look at something now move, but nothing in terms of rebuilding back the country. Because what Andrew do is play politics with the 6.7 billion US plus the other money we have, plus the things that we get. A politics him I play with that. We know that they are back. You understand? And when you play politics in a disaster period, the hunger suffer the people who is already suffering. Yeah? No, it's not politics time. This is rebuilding time. And the rebuilding must be done in such a constructive manner that it's a long-term investment where you don't have to visit back that when the next hurricane come. So Andrew Wallace, yeah, the people is looking forward to the assistance, yeah, that them need to get. It is slow in coming. There must be some speeding up process now being done. We are not far away from June. You understand? There's so many people that need to be rehoused. Yeah, elderly people and kids. Please, Mr. Andrew Wallace, stop steal the money and spend the money. And I yield back the floor to you, my brother.
Well, Melting Pot, we have some very serious situations, some of which you have addressed, right? And I am totally appalled as it relates to, new taxation that is going to level now to the suffering people. And I am wondering to myself now, right, that my God, the government is just simply heartless. Simply heartless, right? Painful when I look at the whole situation in terms of the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, and majority of those who had suffered damage, serious damage, some total loss of their homes. Not even 20% of those people being assisted, right? Now, remember that what Hurricane Melissa had done is to split Jamaica into two parts, right? 7 of the parishes that partially feel blunt of Melissa, right? And 7 other parishes, right, out of the blunt, right? So what Andrew Wallace need to understand, what his administration need to understand, that the concentrated pressure and burden, right, is now sort of heavily concentrated on those 7 parishes. These are the people who are going to have to push, extra push, right? The possibility of extra production coming out of there. I don't know how he's going to do it, right? So any news about, increasing taxes, and this government is so deceitful and trickified, right? When he sell the narrative that, look, there is no new taxes. You see, when you have words, listen to me, Jamaican people, and you can play with words that can affect your emotional responses, right? This is what Andrew Holness is doing. Andrew Holness know that, okay, he can sell on the political campaign telling the people that his administration over 10 years has not implemented any new taxes. This is the crux of the matter. And this goes to show you that Andrew Holness is a master scammer. What Andrew Holness had done, right, is give you half truth and half lie and shape it up. Now, he did not add a new tax as it relates to a new name to a tax. But what Andrew Holness had done, that the existing taxes that were there, all he has to do was to increase them heavily. And so then, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Whether you want to have new tax or you don't want to have new tax, but you increase the existing tax, it's still going to pressure me. I still have to find more money to pay taxes. My taxes is going to increase. Because let me put it down to the lowest level where somebody can understand. If you are getting $1,000 for your salary and you pay $2,000 for tax, if you're getting $10,000 for your salary and you paid $2,000 for taxes, right? And you have a tax increase, and then the Prime Minister is going to say, you know, I am not going to increase tax. But say you used to pay $10 for NIS, $10 for NHT, $10 for Ed tax. And when you look, you now have to pay $12 to NHT, $12 to Ed tax. It simply means it affects your pocketbook. It affects your pocketbook. You have to now put out more to pay. Right? And then what he has done, right, he makes sure that he did not touch direct tax, because direct tax is like your NHT, your NIS, right, and so forth, right? Those direct taxes that goes to you, Ed tax, right? But he put it on indirect tax. Simple, basic food items and other commodities, right? Increases on those that were already established. So then what the Prime Minister had done, right, is spread his tax net, widen his tax net. That's why Portia Simpson, that used to operate a $60 billion budget, Andrew Holness' budget expand to $1.3 trillion. Think, people, think. Right? Where those extra revenues have to come from? They have to come from tax. Increased taxes. So his argument, selling people out there for the political campaign, my administration, because let me tell you something, people. What people don't realize that there's a MO with the Jamaica Labour Party. That when they are in their height of their evil, I want you to listen to me. They will beat their chest very loud. It is the strategy of might beating right, wrong and strong. If you notice how many times Drvgs utilize that strategy, the strategy of right. When you are wrong and strong. And I don't mind that if the circumstances is to exist, if the circumstances are to exist, and I have to help out, I am going to break the procurement rule. While the criminal justice system heard that loud what Drvgs said, the criminal justice system bowed its head into shame and say to themselves, we must feel like we are hypocrites to be charging other people while you do the same thing and we can't charge you. So this is what they do. Andrew Holness come out and he shouted forcefully, because it is a strategy to be wrong and strong. So I can tell them that my administration, that IRA, no new taxes. No new taxes. But if someone in the crowd smart enough and said, Prime Minister, we realize that you have not implemented any new taxes by calling it a name. But Prime Minister, let me ask you, have you increased those indirect taxes? You can't answer you. You would have as if him not hear you. Because what you're asking now to expose it. And so then none of the crowd did not ask him, Andrew Wallace, did you raise indirect tax?
This week.
He's not going to answer that.
Byron.
Yes.
See, you know, say him say no new taxes. Start 2017. Maybe just follow and make you finish. Just watch this.
Yes.
In Jamaica now, the swan song, Portia Simpson Miller makes her final budget contribution as opposition leader. She has thanked Jamaicans for their support and sacrifice, but bashed the government over its tax package. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says no rollback of the new taxes. Western Hanover MP Ian...
All them said about the new taxes, Byron. Remember just play this and make you finish. Remember we have the whole thing them here. Remember we have the whole... I want to them, man. Look, go into the bar now, man.
Hales and Office of the Contractor General in legal battle over controversial report. The latest in the arrest of to the Parliament as a political leader to bash the government's $13.5 billion tax package, describing it as unconscionable and cruel. Mrs. Simpson Miller said the budget undermines the principles of equality, fairness and balance and puts unnecessary pressure on Jamaicans and called for the rollback of the taxes.
This budget will increase the hardship on the vulnerable and bring the middle class to the brink of poverty. This budget will push small businesses to the brink of disaster. They can't take anymore.
Mrs. Simpson Miller asserted that the administration's version of prosperity is a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained. And before her broadside on the budget, Mrs. Simpson Miller described the occasion of her final address as bittersweet. She said her heart was overflowing with gratitude and expressed thanks to Jamaicans at home and abroad for their love and support.
Mr. Speaker, what a political life I have had. I've seen the good, the bad, the happy, and the sad. But above all, I've had an incredible journey of service to my beloved people and the country.
Mrs. Simpson Miller will step down on April 2 as opposition leader to allow for the ascent of Dr. Peter Phillips. Meanwhile, the Finance Minister Audley Shaw says the government will stand by its tax package. Critics have argued that the taxes, especially the GCT on group health insurance and electricity, will be burdensome and will cause hardships on poor Jamaicans. But Mr. Shaw says every Jamaican has a responsibility in the prosperity mission of the Andrew Holness administration.
In the case of this group health insurance, is an opportunity for the companies to see themselves playing their own part in helping to encourage further worker productivity by saying, listen, we are making here another contribution to you of $700 or $800 a month for it to preserve your health insurance, even as you are taking home more money in your pockets because of the government's policies.
The St. Andrew Northwest.
Him did raise taxes, brother. So him did raise one bag of things, cigarette, this, the oil, the gas, the light bill, everything they go.
But what?
17, 18. And Mama Pierre can tell him say no too much burden that for the people. They're in the business.
The important things in terms of what we had gotten out of the news clip that you showed a while ago is the prudency of Portia Simpson told him that a budget like that, $1.3 trillion, right, is going to push the middle class to the brink of poverty. And as she said, it is the same thing happen. It is the same thing happen today. Right. The middle class has pushed beyond the line of poverty. And the poor has pushed beyond. And so then it is outrageous that we partially wipe out a large portion of our middle class. Push them to the brink of poverty. That's what this administration had done. That's what this administration had done. And remember that the economy built on the back of the middle class. Because the middle class is the working hub of the economy. So when you overtax them and you overburden them, they can't bear anymore. And here it is that the Andrew Holness administration is now preparing. You understand? Not even to try to even trick them again. It's telling them that I have to now raise existing taxes and plus come in now with some new taxes for you. Well, remember when he got up in Parliament and he said this administration had borrowed the highest from IMF, 6.7 billion US dollars, like it was a good thing. Like it was a good thing. Might and wrong. When they are wrong, and then Mark Golan was shocked in terms of what came out of his mouth in Parliament. Mark Golan said to him, this is not something that you ought to be proud about. This is something that is going to pressure the Jamaican people. And yet, Mr. King Scammer and his top of his voice, this administration had gotten this biggest loan from IMF. Well, PJ can tell him to his face that his administration
say bye-bye.
IMF. Bye-bye, IMF.
Thank you.
You see that this man is a pathological liar, pathologically mendacious. This is a wicked and cruel that this man is poking a sword, not a knife. A sword through the ribs of the poor people and said, smile. Smile. It's the sunshine. Shooting a sword through the poor man's ribs and asking him to smile. 6.7 billion US dollars from IMF. Do you know the amount of austerity measures that are going to apply? Do you know that the tax that they are introducing to you is automatically come on the advice of the IMF, telling them what to do now as it relates to austerity measures? But how are we going to survive when our food basket perishes down? How are we going to survive when our manufacturing hub that was beaten already has now been broken? How are we going to survive as it relates to our trade deficit? We used to only export $1.8 billion and import $5.7 billion. My Jamaican people, that now increase. That now increase. Tell us, how are we going to survive that the hotel industry that used to make $3.8 billion off of the hotel industry wipe out? They will not be able to make even half of that. How are we going to be survive when Donald Trump smiled and said, we got you where we want you? You better surrender to us, because I am going to make sure your remittance being diminished. And so I am imposing that we stop you as it relates to visa. Impose visa sanction on us. Ban some of our goods in the United States. How the F are we going to survive? And Flavor Williams biting the poison of the IMF under the pressure of the United States. Pressure. They force them to roll back the bauxite levy. We are not getting $0 for our bauxite. Michael Manley increased the levy on capitalists. Increased the levy on capitalists. Now we have a capitalist party. Remove the protection. Wipe out the levy. We are not making nothing from our bauxite. Now the Prime Minister has been compromised, eating the Swiss system with his corruption. Donald Trump, have him by the balls. Have him by the balls. Hold him by the balls. Him can't twist. Him can't turn. Donald Trump said, you know what I want you to do? I want you to help defeat democratic socialism within the Caribbean. But I tell you, I have a sweet message coming in from the coal, from Barbados. Mia Motley said, no way, no shape or form. And Mia Motley rise to the occasion and said, away with crony capitalism. Let us spread democratic socialism throughout the Caribbean. It is the way for the people to have every single Caribbean people have a stakes in the economy. Equal rights and justice. Equal opportunity for the people. Not for them and those who are in the bubble, in their elites. Using procurement, breaching procurement guidelines through the process of direct contract and emergency contract. Hitting more than $3 trillion unaccounted for. And they say they love the people. They say they love the people. And in a state of economy like this, what is not welcoming to any one of them is to say, reduce your salary, sacrifice with us as we suffer. Because now they are getting a salary on the back of those who are suffering. And in spite of the hardship, in spite of the cruelty, they still hug up the salary. Have you heard Andrew Holness looking on the salary and said, no, we can't, with a conscience, continue down the vein of this. Roll back. Will I show you leadership from the East? We show you the example of Burkina Faso. We show you leadership like Ibrahim Traore. Said no. We, on principle, on morals, roll back the politician money and give it to the civil workers because they do deserve it. And we see Burkina Faso today strive for success. And while doing so, it hurt Donald Trump. It hurt France that Burkina Faso is escaping IMF, is escaping the World Trade Center, is escaping the economic burden of debt. Jamaica, I can tell you that we have lost our sovereignty. Our sovereignty is now placed in the hands of the IMF, placed in the hands of the United States, that will execute the Monroe Doctrine because they believe that Jamaica is in their backyard. Bruce Golding said, Mark Golding said, no, United States, we are not in anybody's backyard. We are in our rightful place on the geopolitical platform. We are who we are, where we are, and we are to stand proud. And Mark Golding rejected his narrative, said, no, we are not in your backyard. But Andrew Holness cannot either speak, has to be silent, because he knows he's corrupted. He knows that the United States have him. Lock and barrel have him. And he has to be the slave to the master. Tell me, Marco Rubio, what would you like of me to do? Marco Rubio said, make sure you get out all the Cuban doctors. Yes, my master. I will obey you, sir. I will jump at your advice. And I will do as you wish. And so then our Cuban doctors gone, disappear through the back door. But me and Matley can say, you cannot tell us what to do. We don't find the Cuban doctors to be our enemy. They are our friends. And they have been helping us. And we oblige for the help. So, we say, Mia Motley, the strong lioness in the region. Andrew Holness is the weak donkey. Having Donald Trump and Mario Rubio riding him day and night. Riding him day and night. And this is who we have standing up in Parliament. He has no strength for Marco Rubio, no strength for Donald Trump. He has all the strength for Richard Curry. All the strength to break down the Maroons. So then when the Maroons, when Richard Curry say, okay, we don't want the soldiers. He said, don't talk to me like that. Whether you want it, yes or no. We are coming up there. We run things, not you. But when Marco Rubio, get him, get rid of the Cuban doctors, he said, yes, my master, I will do as you requested. And I yield back.
So when them get rid of the doctor, who pay the price? Who the same one we get a little chicken and them thing there. But that's why my people them know this, you know. You know, them have an election the other day. And the man them do every day voter suppression. Them take out money, say them do solidarity program and them go no. Now them are taxing no. show no teeth. Them a tax, when the place down, when they're not hungry, when the world have a feeding, including us, in a diaspora another place. Can't even have something on look these things. But yes, still them a go to parliament now. Them in a parliament now. And the big tax, them a throw around on a castle. It's unfair, man, and wicked, brother. Because let me tell you, the tax doesn't go for PNP alone. I go for the people them up here, so I go for every single one I want. If you buy certain things, it tax. So it come from you when I have it already. You understand? When I get no house, when I get nothing. And it's sinful, brother. And I care what the matter about this and what for tax, If only did have it on the bill back and everything, we don't know I look for hand out. Someone want to drink dirty water, want to barricade in no long. Because they're too belly and greedy. Them take the same little money you want to know them are tax more than that from you. Eh? And then all them do is spin and tell you no lie. This have to stop, man. I'm put out them two nastiness. Them always look nasty like how they look. Anyway. But remember put them up. When they up in parliament today, people, look on them two germs here. Look here. And here them head, Me don't know what they are saying to them head. Look how them look stink. Just look how them nasty looking. Him look just brother. A good thing I like more like Queenie have. The two of them look like old daddy, man. Like ashes dash man, the two of them. Look on them two shit here. They look bad for man, them now do weightlifting and look how them look. Them look like some alien looking creature, fish headless and water in a water boot. What is? Say in a suit in a water boot, suit no fit your brother. You leave night suction or something, man. You two looking stink. And then put on a cowboy hat for the what? And who ride him? Can look like a cow, No, but him look like a, me don't know, the two of them. Can you imagine how Big Mama, him sick beg a lick him tongue now because a Big Mama dish. A Big Mama dish them, brother. Eh? A Big Mama dish them. Them and a Big Mama plate all the time. This are just recipe for Big Mama. Let me put it that way. No Big Mama recipe them here. And them here Big Mama recipe. So them have to do what Big Mama want and then see look how them look nasty. Eh? And then they realize them look nasty, no better. Them look nasty as always. As always, because them always look nasty. And in them head, them for going on. Come on from the screen, man. When you go, man. Big nasty and think looking. Them for just go, man. Yeah? Alright, so Big Mama there. Remember going at this, brother. When Big Mama them a try a little thing. Go on your son now. Them talk to Damian Crawford. I may assure you, remember Damian Crawford said before even Mark Golden say one day, if they like be a leader in the party, right? Everybody have a dream. But him never said no. You know, say them go and them ask him this thing. And him rubbish them. When they matter about him and Bunting have something, brother. And you know, say them go run back and him say, well, one day everybody know me intention, one day never dream for, rise. Mama P did say it. Everybody else say it. Yeah, but them do a spin, them a spin it big. Instead of them wall and show the hardship for the people them go through. This is what them do, brother. Look here.
Parliament for Northwest St. Catherine, Damian Crawford.
Well, Damian Crawford is side set and PNP president position. The youth never said this. Yeah, just listen here. These are them, listen here.
Crawford is talking up his chances of being PNP president, indicating he believes delegates will one day reward him for his...
Well, one day. So when you have to bring this news like he might look at challenge or something. You see what I do? But remember, you don't make dumb rule your head in a brother. Eh? Look here.
Hard work on behalf of the party. Crawford's comments come amid persistent talk of a possible leadership challenge within the party in the near future. The popular lawmaker was asked about his leadership plans outside Gordon House on Thursday. Crawford says it's no secret that he wants the top job in the PNP. Mahiri Stewart
in the PNP. Let's see where myself himself.
Reports.
Damian Crawford's withdrawal from the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, PAAC, earlier this week sparked rumors of a rift in the opposition.
Rumors! What we are dealing with factual thing, right? Spark rumors of rift. What kind of rift? Once when they move, you have 28 of them plus who? And it's spark woman says a rift. You don't see more people move. If you have a rift, brother, if you have a party and you have a rift, that means me and you and Pat move. And if you move and Pat move, the one way I move. Some people that say something and you don't see a couple more people move better. Allow me to tell better. So one man move, nobody else does say nothing. You hear what Big Mama try to push? Watch out.
Specifically, there were concerns that Crawford was not seeing eye to eye with PAAC Chairman Peter Bunting. While dismissing the PAAC rumors,
him dismiss it. But them not satisfied with that, no, brother. Big Mama them for fuck off in the Byron. Them for go away. You go to them directly with your rumor and him dismiss it. You not satisfied. You ask him if him that want to be a leader. Him say everybody know one day him that want to be a leader. Then you want to take that and run with it too. Brother, me not organize this and one day me that want to reach up there and give me an offering. Me not say no. Because me not tell him me not challenge you or something. No. Eh? Hear this. Hear this, brother.
Mr. Crawford made known his intention to one day lead the PNP.
Hear him say one day lead the PNP. Then what is that? So all this make news, brother? Eh? Post him to say one day should I lead and she lead. Patterson said the same thing. It happened. If no rush on Michael Monday and nobody no rush on nobody. You see me I talk about, brother? Hear this. Hear this.
But I've never been coy about my hope to one day be chief executive. So it is what it is. But we're all
I'm asking my question. I'm saying, well, if never like everybody don't know him hope one day lead the party. If never said, can I look at challenge? Remember, you know, right now, September, yeah, so I say, well, me I look at challenge, you know, because I'm February now. So me have August, September, February now, we have April, May, June, July, then August and September. 6 months. The man said one day. You remember the thing I come up in a September, yeah, so you know. Them are asking the question and when them do answer, them spin it. Yeah.
The team, as I said last week, Tuesday, the minister, the leader of the party was in lockstep with me as it relates to the casino bill. And then I was in lockstep with him as it relates to with the asset tax. So our opinions of the world still remains the same. This is not a birthday party, my friend.
Them still have the day and everything really. So you see what them do? At them, hey, me that stop chat to all them drunk because them and the media house in a better. The country are popped down, you know, and them a look something for run with. Them come with this first, him dismiss it. Now them come with something else. Eh? I ask him, then them spin it. Yeah.
It's a party about ideological congruence, and we are ideologically aligned.
According to Crawford, he has done the necessary work to ensure PNP delegates will one day reward him by making him comrade leader.
Well, I'm not assessed as supporters yet because it is not an immediate reality, and a day in politics is a millionaire. You can have it today and lose it tomorrow. What I do know is that I have strong support within the party because I've made much sacrifices on behalf of the party. East Portland, not the least of it. So I have been a worker for the party, and even on the PAAC, I came prepared to work, done my studies, and to do the effort. So I remain committed to the party, and I think the party have seen my effort, and in time, I think they will reward my effort.
Despite his confidence that delegates will eventually give him the nod, Crawford says he does not intend to create any rifts in the party.
So why would I put it up? Him all that time say him never create no rift. Byron, what do these dirty people?
You might take.
And him tell us one day and him say
you might take on this way. You might take on this. You might take on this. Right? Damian Crawford is an highly educated individual.
Yes.
And where I'm going with this, Damian Crawford know very well that this is not the first time he had conversation on NNN and they try to misinterpret it.
Because him said
it is not the first time. My question, Wade, why he continues to even engaging them? Why
no, I don't let them go, you know. So what them do, me see them engage everybody and some people walk from them because me see them have a video where them go to Ian say no, who them go to, them are go to Dewey and Vals. And Ian say no, me not in this where you in a walkway. Them go to somebody else again. So what them do, them not go there, don't they ask about the government and all the country run and the fuckery. What them do, them look something for story, brother. If you go to both Dewey and Vals and both this woman down there, so now you go to Crawford and Crawford say, me no in a riff. Why you continue to push this? I don't let them go in, brother. Them ask the people when them ask about Crawford run them. Them ask about Dewey and Vals too, you know. Can you have that too, you know? So you see, you notice this is not a radio station, brother.
I tell you something in a way. If any time, if I were a part of the the opposition member, and any time a news media come around me, particularly where NNN is concerned, I am going to tell NNN plain right then and there that listen me. If you're not going to strike up a conversation as it relates to the Prime Minister's statutory declaration not being certified, then don't engage me in any conversation. That is the conversation I'm willing to have. Because you can't have a Prime Minister going 4 consecutive years without his statutory declaration being certified. So if you don't want to speak on that subject matter, don't speak to me about any other thing. I'm going to close off conversation.
So Byron, so them go up at the headquarters the other day. And them talk about you see what I'm going to ask me about? You know, sister, this them I do every time. Remember, you know, the PMP I try to be civil. It wouldn't be a renting pattern me and you know, brother, because they couldn't come near me, you know. They couldn't come near me.
Could never.
Me I tell them couldn't come near me, no business. Them
because if you're not, if you're not speaking on the Prime Minister's statutory declaration,
you're not speaking for nothing what going on in Jamaica.
Then you're not ready to talk to me yet. You have to start the conversation right there, so.
So you see what them do? All right, them hear about you. When them go again, let me show you what them are doing to people. Them fooling up. See, that day me and dismiss the two things right there, so. Them say dismiss it, you know, yeah.
Outside of the constitutionally allowed timeline for a leadership challenge.
The news of the party is that there's no election in 2 years. And the last one was 2025, so the next one is 2027. So you have people to say, it would be foolish of anyone.
So they may not dismiss them and them go, each time, them gonna talk about challenge and everything. Them gonna say, him and Bunting, him dismiss that. Him himself attack and dismiss it. Right? And so one day, he may have one, him knows so one day. I know nothing with that. But them keep on pushing. Them say, Ian Ears and some other people from the West, them are asking about Dewey and Woman and if Ian said, listen, me know this, you know. I'm not in this. Ask Dewey. Them see him, I think Dewey must walk quick. I me have the video. Right? Then go up at the headquarters, them are talk about 521 million. Yeah? And procurement. You know what, so them gonna ask Mark Wall in different things. This you see where them aim together. Them aim and it's not good for Jamaica. Them is germs.
But fam, what I'm saying,
and now we're going to accountable people in the around them where them are shit.
Fam, it is not like we don't understand NNN mandate, you know. We understand NNN mandate, you know. NNN is doing what NNN always do.
What's that right? But them too brave, you know, we are pointed out and show them say them not good. And the lies, can we call it, them say when I talk about people, pandits are the misinformation. No, them are the misinformation from Crawford and one of them. No, them go to Mark Golding with this, every time them go to Mark Golding, them all tell Mark Golding, you know, what, you remember last year, when them go to Mark Golding, you hear them now, so if you resign like where, every predecessor do Portia seem similar. Portia seems similar never resigned when she lose no election. At April 2017, and no election never run into April 2017. She retire and she make Peter Phillips step up. Now that you know, me just play the tape. Me just play the tape. 17, 18 Byron and melting pot. Me just play the tape. But yes, still Big Mama them have it as a Portia Simpson, Andrew beat her, and she did resign after Andrew beat her. Not never go say lie. Lie. See? And here the pamper fish now. So Mr. Gowlin, after the man talk about some serious thing, you know. So you're gonna step down like how you get. William stink, brother. Hey, me should not be a politician up there, brother. Can them couldn't come in there, you know?
Well, I mean, look, I mean, I don't think it matters to us seriously in terms of telling Damian Crawford to dismiss NNN. Damian Crawford ought to know, you understand, that he needs to dismiss NNN. It is not the first, as I said, and I will repeat, right, that he engaged in conversation with NNN, you understand, and they mix him up.
Yes, but I don't get anger this time, man. I don't see them.
You understand? So then, well, he need to walk away. Do we need to tell him that he need to walk away like how do we?
I tell him, Mark Golin to don't even talk. Because when you keep in the meeting, everyone come. And them not ask the question pertaining to what you talk about in the better. Them film question if you attack the PMP.
Look here.
Big dirty thinking, big mama them were big and dunce and fufu. Think you can part of the PMP.
You what now? I'm dead serious. Say if I were a member of the opposition team, no matter what the conversation is, for once them come, even if they, as a matter of fact, to show you how I'm going to embarrass them, if them come and them address me in public and speak about something else, I am going to answer questions. I am going to answer in relation to Andrew Warner's statutory declaration.
And that's if you do, and that's if you do. And that's the PMP them for do.
Simple. Any question that Big Mama asks,
brother,
answer the question as it relates to Andrew Warner's statutory declaration.
Hold on the brother, hold on the part. Hold on, brother.
Simple.
You know, say, Drvgs Davis them put out something this morning. Can you remember them are going to create content? Them have an election in a KCC. And the PMP lady, she had the deputy mayor right now. Then they put up the guy where Ennis went and leave. Two of them vote him in, and then the PMP them vote in the lady and she win. You know, I said big dirty thinking Drvgs Davis must this morning.
Yeah.
Put out something and say the Prime Minister, and it's a shame on him for how to make this happen. Me think this is a radio station. We're supposed to hold government accountable. He might ask how the lady come in, how to make it happen, and the Prime Minister for a shake up. Let me tell you something. If me was a councillor, you can't shake me up. Because me run out with my seat, you can shake me up. If you have better, you explain from the party, but me go independent, but you talk about shake up. Even tell the Prime Minister what to do.
But you what happen now, Wayne. The crux of the matter is that the person who they want to give, right, Deputy Mayor Ennis, right? Remember that Councillor Jai admitted to the word that he was a thief?
Yes.
Councillor Jai said, you have spent more than 8 years down there fooling your crowd. She came out and told the entire Jamaica.
Yes.
That Ennis is a thief.
Yes.
He's a criminal. She came out and said it. So then, do we want to hear from Drvgs Davis? Make him get a cry, man. You understand? We hear him a cry, but we have to put him out there and make him know, say, he's just endorsing criminality because he's of a criminal mind, a criminal intention. And listen to me. We don't have no time as it relates to their destruction because the conversation is corruption.
But you see what they do, Byron? You see what they do? I will tell the PMP because I want to watch. These people, when them, these nastiness, when them come to you start dismiss them.
Yeah.
Embarrass them. Make them say when embarrass them and say them because them is not no mean or nothing. They are minions. They are shits. No sort of part. They are shits.
Definitely. Because I want to address the whole up of the artery. Because I see those put up 2 garbage. And the scornfulest sea creature them ever seen in my life. The ugliest and scornfulest sea creature me ever seen in my life. I remember Big Mama worse on them. Drvgs Davis just look like them. Look on the sea creature them and how the man them look, man. Scornful and ugly, you run from them, Hey, them sea creature there. Them sea creature that make octopus look good looking. Anyhow, yeah. And we are going to talk on the subject of People's National Party members, them, engage in this shit in a conversation. Yeah. I just want to just, paint a scenario picture. Right now, Keir Starmer, him under pressure in the UK as the Prime Minister. And a lot of journalists been like paparazzi behind him. Not one word. Now the PMP member of parliament, them can do the same thing to Nazi NNN reporters, them. Because them are shit. We are A-class investigative journalists around here, so I will carry more weight than Nazi NNN. You understand? And the People's National Party, if you know that, run them well when them come round. Yeah? They're not chatting with them. Because all them do is stir up a lot of propaganda. Yeah, misinformation and disinformation, and try to spin things in a for them favor. By now, I think the PMP them should have known so well then that is a propaganda mouthpiece for the Jamaica Labour Party. So why would you want to even have any form of engagement with them? Anytime the People's National Party member go around them and engage with them, them implicate them. Yeah? And we are say that thing they don't look good. Yeah? To comrade them, that no look good. Because, remember, comrade no like them nastiness there, No, we don't like them. None at all. Because them are shit. You see, if them come around and them can't speak about national interest, like what is gripping the society, the high level of corruption, like up at UE, yeah, like Pumvas and the 1.4, like the Prime Minister statutory declaration can't certify for how long from 1998. Yeah, like Tough Tongue and the Molly for thieving at the ministry money. At them question there. If you now come with them question and come around with cause opposition now we will engage them there. Them damn national priority. We will speak about that. Don't come with a lap with a fractal lap between your two nasty leg them. Cause the whole out up there, me not think on a man, Yeah, and I come ask and inquire about doing bars and relationship and all these nastiness. Yeah, this NNN need to decommission like C-tax. Yeah, because it not stand the purpose in the media fraternity and the license must be revoked because it's delinquent to begin with. So I'm asking, yeah, the powers that being that run the broadcasting corporation, Mr. Cardell Green, please revoke that broadcasting license. It is causing mayhem, yeah, and it is doing nothing to the reputation of Jamaica and the politics that Jamaicans should proceed. Yeah, this is garbage coming from them. Fractal lapping with some sea creature, coming up mixed with sea creature, man. No, I went to play a little bit because we spoke about what is happening to the doubling of the budget under the Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah? My fellow panelists, it is my perception that when Andrew doubled the budget, yeah, half of the budget was for them to steal.
I understand.
You know what I said? Half of the budget. Because, yes, Sir Byron, because watch this now, if you double the size of the budget, from what Mama P did I use and around the country, or we road them so dilapidated, or we drain them now clean, or the hospital them run down, Or the education system gone in our ear wall. Yeah? Or the civil servant them can't get paid. We have to ask these questions. Are the budget double? No. When you look and see since the budget double, how much $1 trillion cannot be accounted for, it tell you what's going on. You understand? Because this budget double from 2016, you know. Jamaica not see nothing for that, you know. Taxpayers not see nothing for that. The pothole them get deeper. The sidewalk them disintegrate and gone. Turn back dirt track. Yeah? And you see the gully them, Blue Mountain are growing at them. You see the place are flood out. You see the hospital them run down, not in at them. Yeah? But you hear the amount of money for them increase from in the Ministry of Health from 60 to 140 billion. Have anyone seen the $80 billion increase, what it has done? No. So them they are the problem we have. You understand? Because when you look, you know, the man them know because the budget increase and the money wagga wagga. You with them don't know. Them bypass the procurement guideline, you know, and using the corrupt method of what? Emergency contract, direct contract, no procurement attached to it. So you know not to trace. You understand? This is how them operate. Now when we look into this aspect of governance, we used to say that corruptness that is used with all these member of parliament from the Jamaica Labour Party. That's why the ministry cannot show any form of upgrade. Or you have double the budget and then you get level 4 advisory on health. Level 4 travel advisory on crime. How comes the health sector should have boom, everything in there and it clean, furnished, and the staff them well comfortable and well look after in terms of salary. And you keep your workforce. Jamaican people not wise to where I go on. This Jamaica Labour Party regime, led by one Andrew Holness, they're all bunch of criminals. This is why they do not sign the code of conduct. This is telling you where their idea is. It's all about thieving. None of them go to parliament and have nothing on the table that, you know, would show that them are true representative of the constituency them hold. Them just gossip and laugh and chat about a shit in the parliament from it. Just look how them around the parliament. If you're talking a parliament, not talking a parliament, you know. In a UK, let me tell them this. If the Minister of Health, who control the NHS, and FEMA Ministry come under this scrutiny of non-procurement with 521 million gone and 51 contract now have no procurement guideline. Him gone in a jiffy. Not like the nasty tough town will come out and buff up him chest and say him work at the ledger and the pleasure of the Prime Minister. So that means if the Prime Minister not say nothing in regards to where I'm going up there, so nobody else in the response, nobody else what they want to say. And that tough tongue I tell we, you know. Because the head of the government is slack and corrupted. The head of the government is a criminal himself. So he might have to just watch the flow of criminality run through the party where him preside over. And that is a burden for the taxpayers. Taxpayers is heavily taxed, but not receiving any form of social service for the money. No road, no hospital, no school, no sidewalk, no water, no this, no that. Police gone rogue and sell coke. What kind of society we have under the Labour government? It's bad. We have to make them here revise as a troubadour who speak on behalf of the massive of Jamaican who we know want a better life. Yeah, this can't continue. This mass amount of corruption, this vast amount of robbery from within the Jamaica Labour Party, it have to stop, and people must be held accountable and charged and sent to prison for a very long time and seize them asset. They are ill-gotten gainers, yeah, on the back of the taxpayers. You understand? Who want a prime minister who can stand up to outside intervention when it's the right? Like Rubio come and tell Nasi, Andrew, and Tough Tanks if we get rid of the Cuban doctor there. Them get rid of the Cuban doctor. You know, see them fly out and go in Asia. Them come back with anything. How much money waste this up with that? And them not bring back a Jack Sprat come. So them gone down in the Philippines. Them can't tempt the Filipinians, nurse and doctor to come to Jamaica. Nobody now come to Jamaica because them see the dilapidation system will exist. You think them are come work in the hospital where rat around all over the place? Them are work in the hospital. Them not use the hospital where people lay down on cardboard and a 5-to-1 seat. Fight for all wheelchair where they belong to them. People bring them private wheelchair. Nurse have feel like that the hospital would. That is how run down the system is. But yet see they have a shit house like Tough Town and come talk about them spend the most money for health. What have the Jamaican public got in regard to the amount of money we spend for health? I want you to come tell me them talk about spend money for security, same nasty thinking dirty Dr. Crab. The society is in fear of them life at the hands of the so-called JCF. Because them are a Jamaica constabulary force, you know, them are Jamaica cocaine force. Selling cocaine like a pound of flour at the corner shop. Eh? You know, sister, this gone bad. When you have police at DEA cocaine, take away 5,000 kilograms and put in 1,000 kilograms and still go yam out of the 1,000 kilograms. And the nastiness say man carry out investigation lead. I have asked him again, Barrett, are you going to investigate the DEA? Guys, there's substance, you know. And you must be well aware by now. So scrap that off of the something where you call report. Go on again. Because I'm not getting a report, you know. We're not going to think called joke. A joke on our go we don't have Jamaica. When we have so much crime that cannot be concluded. When most of them depend on video. Gabriel King, a little 9-year-old throat cut. That solve? No. That should have solved based on the amount of money where Dr. Crab talk about spend the security. In a little country like Jamaica, we must apprehend them people, we must have forensic that can lead to DNA sample. You understand? And can pluck out perpetrator will commit this thing. But then, we know that it go. Because if me's a mother, for instance, then put it so. I put myself in that woman's shoes. The mother pay Gabriel King. And my son throat cut. Me I hand over my phone in a jiffy. From the ask my phone, me have a hand it over. Because me just lost my son. She's stubborn. She not hand over nothing. And it run like that. Junior upper Patrick Bailey. Him sit down same way like a big old nasty fat rat. I treat the people boy my walk with walking stick. You should have blind. You understand? And walking. A government protection him get, you know. Everybody know that, you know. A government protection him get. Because I used to work for Andrew Holness. But still a part of Andrew Holness corruption scheme. Because I have a lot of secret for Andrew. So you see where I want? Yeah. But when you look now, you see all commission now, name mix up. Mix up overseas, you know. With Kingpin. Drugs Kingpin. Him a wear Rolex watch him and him cronies them. It tell us that the society gone rogue. And in extension, the JCF. So when we see all of these things and so much money are spent to run these ministry, yeah, and these agencies, it begs us to believe the budget never have increased. And if it even increase, it not have increased to the tune of double. You maybe put another billion on it, or $1.5 billion, 2 billion. The man them a thief all of the money. Andrew is serial criminal, you know. The mechanism Andrew put in place for thief, and the two people never scrutinize him long time. Oh, you can't just go in and double the budget one time. So what the former prime minister do? The country is starving and broke and run down and big and dirty. When Mama P run the country cleaner, the road them better, the hospital better, the education system run better. People could have buy food, put on them table. You understand? Feed them picnic. The electricity bill was manageable. And she run off with them run off. But yet still not get nothing. That's where I want. The mechanism Andrew put in place by just coming in and increasing the budget 100% was to steal that money right there and then. It's a club. It's a members club. The Manchester's boys are wreaking havoc in Jamaica. I don't need to know that. You understand? Them are shit, the Manchester boy, them. It's a gang of them going around masquerading as politicians. They are criminals. Criminals. And we have to call a spade a spade. Tough tongue. Dangerous for the health sector. Must be locked up and put behind bars. You don't need to try Christopher Tough tongue. There is too much criminality that he has done that is out there already. Where you not try a tough tongue for now? And waste you that waste the resource of the country. The 85 billion market money alone supposed to send him away. Because I no get to you to thief 85 billion all now, you know. No one get to you to thief 85 million. Them grab a chain, them gone up. But here is a guy who feel like him is a tapanaris, not a politician, affair in Jamaica, who continue to wreak havoc with taxpayers' money. Cornwall Beryllium Hospital, from a refurbishing estimate of $2 billion, it spiraled now to $24.5 billion. And him keep talking shit whenever time, you know, you drive up and ask and question him on that. Him talk a whole heap of narrative. Yet still him give a whole heap of illegal contract to him friend and take the kickback after. People when not qualify, they don't have Western Children and Adolescent Hospital now thinking dirty Trapper John. How much him get? When we look at Keisha Mac issue up in a metropolitan place down in the Montego Bay. Yeah? She down there reap our. Who put her there? Pumvaz, another known criminal. Millions move under Keisha Mac. Several unprocurement contract. Yeah? And she failed to use reputable signature and several documents. Shipping out money left, right, and center. Who is Keisha Mac? She was just a blogger the other day. That Eli Clark make mention of. Chapper John likewise. He and Hardin and all these Oral Wallace and all them shit house there. You know what money them take from Jamaica taxpayers? Because the government pay them, you know. The GLP play them blogger vast amount of money on a monthly basis. And them are shit, them can't blog. Them are propaganda. Pay propaganda, them spread. You understand? But them are get a vast chunk amount of money from the Jamaica taxpayers that's handed over to them by the Jamaica Labour Party, led by Andrew Wallace, who loves social media, like him love the thief. You understand? So these things must be made mention of. So this is the reason why Andrew come in and double the budget. And we still not see nothing. It's worse than Mama P time. Under Mama P stewardship, downtown Kingston, they look a lot better. Clean up. Down they look like a shit pit. Be a morass. Pallet in a road, people have to walk on pallet. Sewage water there till it turn green. All type of stench. The whole entire Kingston contaminated. Kingston City Center contaminated. You go down there, you're liable to get cholera. Because the stench we blow, that's what it gives off. The food, them a Coronation Market, no good. Too much germs blow upon them, especially the vegetables, them. You understand? And so, we have to ask the question, what was the need for the increase in budget? What was the need? Until Andrew Holness can come out, yeah, and tell Jamaican people, yeah, why him increase the budget and double it, but yet still we not see nothing paid, then we can know so well then this guy is a piece of shit out. Come want him to come out and come tell me, because that is a very sensitive question to answer. Why did you increase the budget? Nothing has changed, it has gotten worse. If you increase the budget, yeah, the country and a whole supposed to start look different, start to take a new shape. The road them supposed to look like proper road. Sidewalk supposed to go in. You know, supposed to come up in a $45 million spark program on the eve of a general election. That is tricking and cunning the society. Have we seen any of the road them resembling an upgrade? You can't patch road for upgrade road. So that $45 million spark program, them grab that too. That gone in people. Because when if you have to improve a road that is in ruin for so long, you dig it up. Yeah. You pack it with some stone, cut out these little limestone mall. Yeah. Put stone, real aggregate, and put the amount of barber green. And you know that road that go stand up. You don't have to come look back on that till another 15, 20 years. As long as you put in the drainage facility and the sidewalk, that good. And you move on to the next project. Yeah, and I sure know if you fix 50 road the right way, Jamaica have a different outlook. It's patching and the money gone to them friend in a contract. Yeah, it's not healthy at all. Taxpayers are feel the pinch of the austerity measure right now. And it will get worse. Because you them start sending out the signal, that is an indication that it will get worse. Yeah, because them are use medicine now. Yeah. But IMF never give you the money and force you to pay it back starting this fiscal year. Them give a grace period. So you're supposed to remain within that structure of tax. You're not supposed to come out and tax the people and the people in life not get back better yet. Or if you tax people when they have nothing. But the big conglomerate corporate people, them not paying a tax. You don't go tax Big Mama, man. Go tax Big Mama. Andrew, you have to pay your tax too. You have to lead by example. You understand? I remember I know you alone at the party now pay tax. Because all I are businessman, I mean, I think the Integrity Commission have nothing found a business. I remember enough business I have, Right now, Juliet Holness start a new development out of Brunswick Road near to the old Ascot Theatre. Yeah. Right beside Sagicor. She have between 45 to 50 new apartments to build here, and she buy 18 new brand truck from Tankwell. You understand? Some of them are do water trucking and some go on the backside again and the rest of them have there. Yeah? And we hear further along the fields that she have a new project now out in the whole harbor there as well. So we want to know if the oldness them are going to Jamaica in the future. Based on the high level of construction where them are put up, construction development. We want to know if them are going to Jamaica, Because this has shown me something which resemble the Ewing family them in Dallas, down in Texas. You understand? And this has to stop. Jamaica don't need no more of holiness them corrupted money hiding a concrete. Because that them do hide the whole of the corrupt money them in a concrete structure. They need real investigation now. Them people don't have the money to match the size of the investment where them carry out. The two of them. Them salary cannot afford that. So come tell me what kind of illicit business you know how to do. Come talk it, no man. Come give some declaration pound of wealth, no man. The people would have like to know, you know. Because since you no can't submit it to the Integrity Commission, come talk it to the people, man. You know, supporters would have like to know. I want to go on with it. You know, feel like so well, then you can't just run Jamaica like it belongs to you. Know. Eh? Vast amount of construction development all over Jamaica. Eh? I want to go on with the whole list them. So, Andrew, the doubling of the budget was to steal that next 50% of the budget and use it for your own development. Well to yourself, pass on the legacy to your two boy pick to them. Well, if that's so be the case, I tell you, said Jamaican people, you don't know what I'm doing, you know. I go suffer matter jam at the hands of the holiness them. So the sooner, the better to get rid of them. Here, that's all me have to say. I yield back the floor.
All right. So, brother, now I'm going to look at people. I'm going to look at taste of Dr. Crabber. But go on with him. When I shop, them come from police too, brother. From police. Right? Today, them not anger. I watch the case with Wayne Cameron today. And the judge go on bad today. So people, the judge go on bad. The judge asks, when get bail? And other people, yes, still have man with court not get no bail, but she asked about him. And them send film passport, it have to go in and after them angle him because, you know, the judge go on bad today. Remember the eagle there all over, you know, so we know what's going on. But anyway, we're going to bring up something with Dr. Crabbe. We don't like read and call other people name. But like Dr. Crabbe, the other day you're sick with your heart, you don't get to go up in the state and then talk to you about an individual and them that will hamper you. But through the government thing, them lawyers for come down back. But that Dr. Crabbe, me I put up something for no read, you know. But them talk to you about something, don't. They rope you in your sick self. Because them couldn't do what them had do and them get a little place straight through the government for go up and them talk to you about something. I have it on me, I put it up on my bed and I read it, you know. So maybe I ask you before I put it up, doctor. You know what I do? Before I put it up, you know, brother. Dr. Crabbe, remember the views is not ours. This come from hierarchy. Right? So the views are not ours, the Titans. But when we have things, we'll put it up.
We tell them. We tell them.
Up. You understand? So Dr. Crabbe, me gonna put it up. But me could just go back in a little part. So, you know, we're not talking about crime. I'm missing now. Last night, them killed Myrna and her granddaughter, that 37. Now, Myrna, as somebody want me know, good. Let me say good. She lives side away. So you have Myrna, you know, Miss Myrna, we used to call Myrna. Because you know we like the people name from long time. So she have Myrna, you have Tom, that are the father, we call it Scaramouche. Right? You have Junie, the big daughter, you have Carleen, you have Janet, you have Ado, you have Clive, we call him Man Monkey. See? And you have, yeah man, and then I remember me just say Ado, me just say she dead too. But them kill she last night. She have a couple more, you know, Kevin, who again, she have a couple more, Steve, she have a couple more there, right? And then they leave from Rockford, them just go to Bay Shore go live. Enough people leave from Tapping Chuck and Bay Shore. They say them full of up with bullet last night. She had 82. Full of up with bullet and kill her granddaughter 37. Me call out that side them me hear and them a call a man name and I say book back and through the granddaughter them day. So matter of fact, see the granddaughter here. So that's how
the crime down there. Was the crime down?
Yeah, yeah, because remember them kill the girl and it cause some other problem. They say that killing her cause problem too. So even when the circuit it cause problem, me not ask. See? Them are people who me know good. See the granddaughter, them put a little thing with the granddaughter up.
See boy be kill me and my grandmother out to Bay Shore.
Them make a little thing with and also she taxi, but you know them
The dirty boy be killing me and my grandmother out of Bay Shore.
you know them use thing I make. So she dead and a murder, a grandmother. See, she sit down in them here and them full her up. Go in there and full her up with bullet. Still in her room there and then kill the granddaughter too. Yeah? 82-year-old. Know them long time. You know them before them leave there. So now look at them and say, you killed somebody by 80. What happened to you now? Eh? So me I hear some little things. Can you know me hear things? I mean, no there for because una police for doing the work. Because una get paid for doing the work and they can't do the work. You want to stop them garbage. Them garbage and be sure it too slap because some man make some people that are right near Harbourview after you pass cement company go up more. Near before Harbourview there, so before you turn in, right? Up there, so them build up there, so. And they have kind of little foolishness. Yo, man monkey, condolences to your mother and the whole one here. Yeah, Caroline and the whole one, you know, and Junior the whole one. You see? Condolences. Yes. I don't know if she cash a favor order, so I must say order data. This me asking for order data or a Janet data. But I'm a granddaughter, so I want to them data. See, this trouble that when you can go in and then when you can just go and just take, you know, female life and about that. Them only just kill a mother and a daughter down there. So I mean, you are going to, you know, because them police are say, when you turn up present. Me tell you, you know. If people are going to kill, that's why I tell you, you know, let me tell you again, let me tell them again in Jamaica, and I'm serious. Police cannot save you if man want to come kill you, because police can't live at your house. Even if they are stationed, you have to go outside and you have man with bare face. So if you can't defend yourself most of the time in Jamaica, your dog and your supper. So most of the time when a man want to hurt you, you know, but you will not hurt you, you know, so it's a swift. It's 104. So him knows so no care where him run go, him gonna get catch and bun like that. So him want hurt you, but him a try if him could catch you half guard and nobody no know. Because him no want face you, if him face you, everything around him wipe out same time. Them know. You understand? So that them not understand about the culture in a Jamaica. Let me explain it again. No few time like them want gun. But the reason why you see them have machine around them by and they might do have the license. I have to protect them and them family and be dead serious about it. You understand, Byron? Exactly. And I see them bad you up trouble, you know. They will not. You can't see them and bad them like don't stop. Me not have to rock them until you tell them anything and if you cuss, man cuss you back and you go about your business. And I like them to drop on you. But the least you could think, when a man knows say you're unarmed or you're just a little Christian minded and they can't push you on. When you go work, then tax you. Because you have money for buy a bullet and everything. Yeah, I mean bad girl thief. I'm going to teach them something because we are real ghetto. We know business where them want to say. And then police are come from ghetto to them not come up to and them know to. Them know we keep it real on and we just chat the things them, you know, and draw them out, you know. So if you're idiot in a place, you're a big man, nobody when you have your daughter, your granddaughter, them send for them. You can't do nothing. Them send your son, turn him in a gun bag, them do all kind of thing. But you say if you grow up serious, Byron, everything just blend out back. So you're not trouble nobody, you're not robber, you're not criminal, you're work, but nobody not extort you. Nobody not even want to step on your toe. And if they want to to your boot, them tell you sorry, don't let them step on it. And you live good. Happy ever. Allow me to tell brothers.
True, man.
I start running in a garrison. So when the police them go, what the police them do wrong, you hear one thing on one side, go damage a side, and them have people call you, and you run in from one side. And balance them more on the cars more than anything else. I feel when you catch a man with an arm, you just kill him. Me not believe in it. No. Sometimes when you go move a little one man there because them, you know why people call upon some youth and call them name? Afraid them, because them know it's a little serious youth. They say if you touch him or anybody, he might go flew. So through that now them afraid of him because them want to mash up the whole place. So them say, I could get him out. Tell two police, tell her some lies, say something happen. And you say you can lock him up and you get rid of him, you just see people at the left, right, and center. Then they're afraid to go in the back of the youth and I run from them. Ask anybody else to get around. So we need truth and reconciliation. See? But there is no way you can't come and talk about you have fight. We don't fight crime, we prevent crime. And most people, them police themselves. That's why them not there. Then the police are saved them. If only did that one go down, that save Myrna and her granddaughter. Who that saved that enough shot me so she get, you know? You that save them. You don't know what going and save them. You that save the other two women too. You that save some domestic dispute. But who don't want to trick people now? You know, oh, murder done when most of the people them run will go through the bar and all kind of things I come here and tell you. And go some other place by run. And no, yes, and we the police and we do this. Do what? Me soon have a little case with a police and a soldier must drive BMW. I don't know what them, you know, because them look young. And the police and the soldier go and I kind of talk to a girl. After one time, somewhere around there. So I'm going to talk to the girl. Him not come back and him the police go. And when you look at gunman point a gun pan him, so him take evasive tax and fire 4 shots. And him a run and people fire. So him a MacGyver, every shot a miss him. And then him point, man point gun pan him but not shoot him and then him go away. We don't know if I'm set up the soldier. Can my argument that sound good to me, you know? We don't know if I'm carrying that trap. We not, it does sound so can me and your pal and me and your brethren. There is no way me I go and me and you half duty to and then I beg you all drive and then me stop and wait and then you go around there. So you can introduce me to who you are to me and your brethren. Me now leave you out there and then walk go around there by myself. And it's a road where we can drive pan. Me question these things, you know. If we can drive on a road, brother, but me I leave melting pot. Yes, sir. I make him walk go around on the same road, just go around. Me I drop him where I go. If I car in the car, somebody at the meet you if it's a truck. Meet you outside. Not too by run.
Exactly.
And then me wait long and me not see you come out. And then me go around there and a man a pine gun for me, gunman. And me fire shot, but me not fire shot to him. Him not fire shot, you know. Some other man fire shot, but me escape and go to my car and drive. The man them shot, miss and do everything else. But I mean, I believe in that. Then when they come back with police and search and they find him, I want to carry the man in that. Hey, let me tell you this. In a ghetto, we see it happen before. Man call man and carry them in a them dead. Man call man. Listen, can you know me not the top line? Man call man and said a man they call him. And when the man go up with the man, yeah? When you look, the man rise a rifle and lick the man in his chest. What eyewitness? Me I better see it too, you know. Me never the right yes at the kind about one of my siblings. Say, you know, say the man that may say, what can I eat that thing that too, you know. We call the youth for make him walk with the and say the man yeah. And then this happened to the man. A fool thing that. See? So him walk up there with the man. You hear me, Pat?
Yeah, man.
And when he walk with the man, my siblings said, like the man attack to the man, you know. One man came up there and said the man they want to see me. And the siblings that come from up that side, they see them. They know the place from. And the man just kick up a rifle and just point it at the man chest and knock it. See? So it happened. Someone of the police carried the man and I'm dead. Enough time man call, I know one time, enough man call man in a them own death. A man they call their own friend them. Or they own some woman where some careless matter age woman talk to call in your death. Man program them and say, yo, call me in. And when you're going, they mash you up. You know, hey, I want thing with me, you know, me talk real thing all after, you know, I really get where I come from, so I talk real things. See?
Yeah.
So it happened.
Yeah, that happened all the while, you know. Happened all the while. Remember I saw them kill Jagadu, you know. Jagadu from 2 miles. Call him, friend, them could call him. Him go Mackay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him get him life out.
All right.
One chat in him and him go down and him put rubber tire over him and light him and without our place and this big black smoke. And I wonder why I go on and I know say Jagga do them a cremate. So we see them think that one friend them come call him.
All right.
One friend them.
When we tell them, you say, no, around us as a class, because we tell you, everyone do it in the ghetto style, what we tell them, and then police tell them no. So man, European man, and most of the time, all right. You remember when, you think they go Ghana prison. When me for matches lane, Zeeks. Don't them have people. Come and talk to man out there, when them say Rodney, go down there, them come and call and what have you. And man say, him a drink water, Rodney, I drink water and pipe water, and I drink some pipe water from half a week. See? And then Rodney disappear, like them get rid of Rodney. And that put Zeeks in prison, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, because them has something now, you see. Man, they call them when you go down there. It happened. Them know. Them have case with it. The police and him go there. But the police argument with it, may I tell you the truth, it don't sound good. And then me see the soldiers and the young boy, them a drive BM. And me a question the two of them when them get them money there and BM because I know poor people pick them. Anytime I see them with BM and them thing there, me question it. Him a go and them a call out a girl name about this and that. But me I want the police behind that because you take long to see him. They will take long and him now have a phone, why you never call him phone? Why you say you walk around there? Hey, me love ask question, better. Because if you melting pot there somewhere and meet this up and touch England, me I call up on your phone. And if me don't see you come and me don't know what time say, me I wait and meet them, me da drive and me da want to know who you meet. If it's a girl they I go to. And me da call up on your phone, but come round there. And then man pipe gun for me, they want me I turn my back and run, And then they shoot me on my back. And then they shoot, and me get to a 5 shot for them a fire. Me get for fire shot and defend myself. And then go call for backup. Me not trust what him say. It does sound good.
Where I say a garbage, me hear it, where I say a garbage.
But I mean, it not sound good. Hey, remember we come from me get It's Kingston, that not sound good, See? Yeah, it don't sound good. Enough time man call man in a them debt. We can't go through a list, I mean I go through the list. But no, that's why I say, hey brother, that's why it's not good for take program and where you move, You move like shadow, No man, hey, it's where you move. When you tell the right hand, say me I go there, say me not go, Because when you right hand and move, your left hand must,
Sure.
You just appears up. No plan brother, me different, hey. Remember, you must not have your guard. If you grow up away, brother, so you keep it real. When you move, you right and you go, so come and say, look, blah, blah, blah. Look the other day again, It's a double murder. Mother and daughter again. It's so much double murder. Grandmother and granddaughter, this murder and granddaughter. I want their mother and daughter. Crime down long in a Bible. The woman that come from foreign the other day. For the boulevard. Some of go on there, so. She and daughter go pick her up.
Patrick City.
And daughter go pick her up. And as them reach, gunman fire upon them. Two of them dead. No, the mother, so when I've never seen the daughter, but the daughter they dead. Shoot up the two of them, brother. You go 4 o'clock in the morning, two things. If any family member set you up, you can't trust who at the airport, especially you come with something now. You can't trust nothing. But somebody knows say come and trust them. And you have enough man now, and the first people leave from airport and get shoot up in a brother.
No.
The other day I come from Panama and get shoot up, That's what I'm saying. You when get shoot up, brother, when there in a taxi, mistake. Right out of cement
Yeah, right out there, man. Yeah.
And you stop the man, them just come on and fool him. They never matter shoot the driver.
Biggle daylight.
Them know him a come.
Yeah.
And them well want him dead that them in the middle road. Little thing just one man them just move him and just pump bullet now. Me see it, I show them just, but them nobody not the driver, Them want in them go far. So that mean them that airport and watch them come on and trade which vehicle,
Yeah.
Them know. You might have them on them phone and talk to other people, to them out there and see the vehicle. Because they must have trail, yeah, them are trailing. And them know, all right, we don't want him go down there, so I'll take him now. See some traffic here, make we take him.
Yeah.
He now look out for nobody.
No.
Kevin look out for nobody. Them couldn't come out, come hold him. Yeah? Yeah, if them are hold you chuck off, so I see there, do something, make them go beat it and hold you so. But him dead like, unaware, say my dead.
Unaware, yeah.
Plane, brother, and go in and death and not know by that.
Look on that. Look at that.
A book him flight to come and them all, and you must know them will want him that them kill him. So you have to be careful. Alright, so I'm going to draw that and put it up in a Dr. Crab because we are touch up in this. But I have to play that a tune because we are some more as well here. I make my phone full and everybody, but I say full. And everything I joke, let me show you. Let me show you this. Let me just show them something. Look here. And I can show them more than one thing. See, like some brethren say, loan some at dub, you know. But you see, we are, you know, we're going to do some things. We're not hear something. Now, we're going to flick tunes in. So, I want to show you something fast. See that? Look, I not have to show you, you know, but me show you. Look. Look. Me just make you see even one out of them. See that? Need dub, please. You see, tell me, need dub, please. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what about it? The rhythm, you see that? Need dub, please. You see, just look up there, so.
Yeah.
You see, say, all right, good. And then, if you know, come to the one of my phone, he said, dub. Flick it. Want it in a bad man style, man. Yes. But them tune, I know, we have them tune, they want to flick it, and someone want it like no. But we still have to do with Titans. That name piano. But this name Titans. So we do Titans because we have to do Jamaica thing and open the people them eye.
Yeah,
but we can't go do that. Maybe, hey, it's a brethren from England, this from film podcast, from film radio, send this back, come give me. Come and put it out. And him send back this, come give me. Look here.
SPRB Radio Podcast, raising the awareness across the globe.
All petite ladies, come at the front. All you man by the counters, stay on the back. You don't have any front appearance and any front discipline. Them no easy, you know. Hear this? Nasty living. Girl, wine, cause you know, say you one man you keep. And a guy out a road, never yet call you freak. And hands you not stoop, and knees you not creep. And you dickle on tight, you know why you done deep. Wine, when you see a girl a bend up her face and shout out loud. And you monkey rape. Chimpanzee, coulda never be your mate. We walk and box bout and clean up the place. Some girl a wind up in a dance, and them don't have no shape. That alone not so bad, cheese, some could the face. Bitch too, man, them a fi wait till late. Man, but them in a day and shout out mistake. Some girl a wind up in a dance. And them character spoil whole cemetery. Time for me no child. Every man in a dance and know them profile. Cut them in a bathroom up all the time. Girl wine for you know say you one man you keep. And a guy out a road never yet call you freak. And hands you not stoop and knees you not creep. And you dickle on tight you know wide and deep. Wine when you see a girl a bend up her face and shout out. And now you monkey rape. Chimpanzee coulda never be your mate. We walk and box bout and clean up the place. And girl a wine up in a dance until a piss them bed. Touch like a bat no know head from Z. Ungo thing them know fit do is give head. And a bag a mix up who said from who said. Some gyal a wind up in a dance and them a big close thief. Light up in a dance and them a live like leecher. To them now have nowhere fit sleep. That's why them come a dance figure bleach. My girl if you wife for your know say you one man you keep. And a guy out a road never yet call you freak. For man you not stoop and knees you not creep. Little and tight you know wide and deep. Why when you see a gyal a bend up her face and shout out loud and you monkey rape. Chimpanzee coulda never be a mate. We walk and box bout and clean up the place.
Mad! Yeah. Stop with that. Oh yeah, so man.
SPRB Radio Podcast.
Hey, one of the toughest thing for everything, man. We are talk to the ladies, though. We are telling them behave themselves and be nice, man. Yeah, you understand?
Well, this is some fans that say for wheel up. I don't know if you are
them. Hold on, man. They beat them out, the man. Them not tell us how be work if you work, man. But it's still a fair one do with thing, Byron.
Yes.
But we are telling ladies them, can't hear this, you will beat me now. This is some woman pan line from the other day. The first, we know woman, you know, if you tell me 10 years ago or 20 years ago, woman that do this, me that's a lie. Them the pan line. And the woman them I tell her who jack you in a poo and then they call her like take different artist name and I say John no. One time, you know. And then some woman will call up some big man name. Maybe them man them married and them thing there. Who want me to this? And the man me I say backside and them I do it and I put it up.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. So what if the way do them thing you know and tell the petite lady them know where yes. When step up no man. Make up about the moral zone and a man. That's some serious tune that's in there. A serious tune. Them tune are gone, man.
I mash up the place when you drop a road, man. That the place for a long time.
Brother, that way I say, man. When the youth them come with lyrics, them feel have lyrics tune, brother.
Yes.
Them feel have lyrics. Because them youth don't really have no lyrics. I hear them with a pandemic, they don't have no lyrics. They're not right. And sit down for some rhythm, when you sit down for rhythm, you sit down for rhythm like rhythm just build for what you do, you know. You understand, you know, yes, them rhythm, you thump up them rhythm, you know. You see? We have to my brother mother to thump up them rhythm, you know. See? Serious something. I could drive the gate because the time around. So I could put up this. I remember some worry this. But hear this though. Where we go grab a yard name and know where I call. But we say something. If we see something, but we not call nobody else name side of yours. But this is not from we. This is from police crap. But crap, this is from police. I could put up this. Look at crab. Screen. Yeah. I could move this. Yes, we could put up this now. All right.
Long time crab not get no feature. You know,
all right, crab. So we not call another name. We just say Kingpin and go choosing. But just go and read this. A crab will notice. Go to.
All right. Yeah. So Orius Chang was recently called in by the State Department regarding his association, drug kingpin. Yeah? All right. It's only because diplomatic ties why he was not taken into custody and was allowed to do the triple bypass heart surgery in the state. Orius Chang, through his connection, yeah, with Bobby Kangal, is milking the public finances from the Mobile bypass. Orius Chang daughter and son-in-law operate 27 cannabis store on Bottom Road in Mobile. Okay.
What on there? So only in one thing and so we don't call nepotism. So for them control the cannabis thing and nobody can do it. While your daughter and son, and this is what the police are telling me. Okay. All right.
Daughter and son-in-law. Yeah, them operate the 27 cannabis store on Bottom Road in Mobile. The daughter also operate numerous shell companies through which funds are funneled from government coffers purse. I saw the crab empire grow. It expand, man.
Hey, yo, we are getting out tonight. Go on, you.
Professor God Shirley, yeah, chairman of the Police Service Commission, must be held accountable for rubber stamping and promoting these corrupt stewardship in the JCF only because he doesn't want to lose his big post at Port Authority of Jamaica. Okay.
So it's
a quid back road thing I go on there, so yeah, man.
Shirley?
All right.
When you're my calling us, sir, so you have to know.
A long time, Shirley and I bad book, you know.
Yes. Long time,
Shirley and the bad book. Shirley a bad cop from long time, corrupted cop, you know. People know that.
Another one that the professor want this. When you're Shirley.
Okay.
Yes. Every Shirley comes like the same thing. One.
tell you, yeah. What will Kevin Blake show as his 2 years anniversary on March 18, 2026? Will he show that he lacks credibility in the information provided to John public? Or better yet, that he has presided over the most nefarious criminal enterprise, CTAPs, murders, drugs, run-ins and corruption. So you have heard that,
brothers. So that CTAC thing there, when them about to the man, where him have some corrupted police. You know, see that wipe out everything, brother?
Yeah. All right. What has he done to advance technology for the 2 years? When not one police killing are captured by the use of supposed body-worn cameras? Good question. Ask it all along. No response.
Yeah, police asks.
Yeah. When will the incompetent governor, general, stand up in the defense of citizens? So true. Will he continue to rubber stamp corrupt members' promotion? Okay. Will the commissioner continues to promote only those who are deemed shooters or killers? Okay. So if you're not a shooter or killer,
so you're not get no promotion. In a police force, them promote.
Yeah. All right. Have the commissioner not used his education to take us backward in manipulation of statistics and state consent murders of citizens? Must we not?
The police say, you know, Byron, the police say they manipulate the murder statistic, and I do one bag of shit, and you can't see no who get murder. Yeah, look here.
But we know them manipulate the statistic number. Yeah, we know that long time. Yeah. All right. Must we not compare the past acid, kingfish, fly squad,
death squad,
death trail?
Yeah, death trail. Yeah, man.
Scroll up it. Yeah?
No, never look apart there. Just a look apart. So me just tell you half of this. Right. So me just move that. But that's a good question there, so. That's a good question. So Dr. Crab, when we get to understand, say Dr. Crab, so the government thing and them really, you know, out to get some trouble. Them they get the crab in them pie, you know. And them ask about some drugs baron and them thing there. So Dr. Crab now, and them want Dr. Crab, you know. So Dr. Crab not feel good. So Dr. Crab, you hear him sound light? Eh? Camera walk like
him poorly, you know. Vice or sound like crab. Vice sound like brother and auntie, you know. My friend. Yeah, man.
That's why them have a thief the election in the Bible.
Exactly.
Yeah, we still have yet
we know that.
We'll take it out now.
Any of them never thief the election. None of them boy there in America lock up long time.
Long time.
Yeah, I tell you. Because them couldn't sit down on the extradition order, you know. Because it wouldn't come to them and for them government, you know.
I used to say the police corrupt to a Bible.
Yeah, definitely. None too weird about that.
See that guy, they will tell us that they mash it down. And by giving that different name and spread out the criminal them all over the place. I mean, what kind of defense on it, Bible?
None, absolutely. Because the thing is, where you have, and it is very serious in a way, right? To have particularly where CTAC is concerned, and CTAC would partially have oversight over some other agencies, right, that make up the Jamaica Conservative Force, and where CTAC now has been contaminated, right, by Andrew Owen's administration. None too worry about that. And let us not be naive that, okay, all right, it is only hierarchy of the police force who involved in this. Politicians also involved in this, right? It was too big of an operation, you understand, for just the police, right, to involve in certain things. Because normally when you have big drug busts, right, as it relates to 6,000 kilograms of cocaine, right, that would have some form of awareness and involvement as it relates to the Commissioner of Police himself, the Minister of National Security, and particularly what would be interesting is the processing out of the system in terms of ensuring that, okay, that seizure being properly processed out of the system, whether you're going to burn it, right, or whatever process of elimination to make sure that nothing of that substance reach back into the society and to harm the society. So again, it should be an audit done, right, on a consistent basis to maintain the integrity as it relates to the storage. So then if you have a storage area, you understand, for high quantity amount of drugs, right, a consistent auditing should be done to maintain the integrity. So if you have a consistent auditing being done, like said, every 3 months, right, that area being audited, right, then of course you'd have known there's no way CTAC could have been doing what CTAC has been doing for past years. So it simply means, one, it was not audited properly, and the system of checks and balance, right, went through the roof or went through the door. Well, if you look at Andrew Holness administration, and they see some similarities with ADPEM. Yeah. Andrew Holness don't want any checks and balance. So, and it is the same thing that Andrew Holness is doing with ADPEM to ensure that there's no checks and balance system. Remember, Wayne, if you know, for persons who are following us, right, they will realize that when one of the first thing that I spoke about when the opposition won was to have the PAC and the PAAC, right, turn over back to the opposition, right? So remember that I were the first person who run out with that. Yeah. That the PAC and the PAAC need to be handed over to back to the opposition.
Yes, yes.
Right. Well, guess what? Well, they listened to us, and we had achieved that. So the People's National Party now have the PAC and the PAAC. Now, when it comes to ADPEM, right, and Andrew Holness, right, doing the changing of ADPEM, again, I was the first person to come out and speak about the inventory management system, the perpetual inventory system, that you can't have ADPEM, right, processing, right, you know, all of those things coming into ADPEM as it relates to, you know, all the contribution that we have been received, right, going into ADPEM, right, all the donations and all of that, tons of things that we have been receiving. And I said, it cannot be that you are going to, you know, just have all of these things just going into ADPEM and you don't have a checks and balance system, you don't have a perpetual inventory system, right? And so it was when I began to speak on the matter, right, for the checks and balance system. The government promised that, okay, you are going to have Nero, and as we speak now, what is happening? No checks and balance business. That Darrell Vaz feel the need that he can do Jim Screech, you know, because there's no checks and balance system, and have 700 Starlight, right, communications, Starlink communications. Yeah. He had moving, he had done what he had done, right? It is flaw procurement. The man Darrell Vaz and him friend just cook up that. Darrell Vaz and him friend just cook up that. Right? This is not the first time or the second time or the third time or the fourth time Darrell Vaz has been doing it. Right? Darrell Vaz installed Keisha Mack in St. James Municipal, and what Keisha Mack had done there. Keisha Mack had wreck it. You understand? So Darrell Vaz, without no hesitation, he's a thief. Right? He's a thief. But I am saying, right, that we have to look now on the DPP, right? And it seems like we still have a parallel in there.
Yeah.
We still have a parallel in there.
Yeah.
Because the Jamaica Labour Party is not going to install a DPP that is going against them. So we still have parallel extended arm, which is Claudia Thompson. Because I mean, if she can stretch forward and show we say she can charge the senior superintendent of police. Why you can't charge Drvgs? Why Drvgs cannot be charged? And these are the things that people talk about. So people have to back off. You understand? And say no, but I mean, Paula Llewellyn gone. But she still left back her spell in the DPP office. And that is the plain truth of the matter. That is the plain truth of the matter what we are seeing.
100%, right? Brother.
Yes, when you are going to, it's okay to pursue 11 companies and charge them for nil tax, falsification of nil tax. And yet the Prime Minister do it just right in your face. And you can't charge the Prime Minister. What does it say? You shouldn't bother proceeding charging the 11 companies. Because when we are out here, we are going to ask the relevant question. Why you charge the 11 companies and can't charge the Prime Minister? It don't make no sense to us. That is not how justice is supposed to be delivered. You can't have selective justice. Right? Remember that the DPP had done the same thing, you know.
Yes.
When the DPP choose to charge the two PNP person, you understand, to the missing of their firearms, their FLA firearms, but choose not to charge the two jail
and the other one, yes.
Exactly. Yes. So the same behavior. I'm just going to make that Paula Llewellyn had done it. Claudia Thompson done the same thing, right? Because she has been schooled by Paula Llewellyn to protect the status quo of JP corruption. And I yield back, my friend.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we just finished that little segment here with something very relevant. You know where Pumpers do in the airport fiasco with Buju Banton. Just show the incompetence of the GSCF, you know, and him show say him linked to criminal. Because him has said Buju should have knocked him and make him investigate it. So Pumpers knows the police them can't do no investigation. Only him can do it. And overnight him tell me that do it. You understand? So I tell we say Pumpers know the whole scale of operation where I go on out there so at airport. Because remember, you know, them government you put them people in a work position. You know. So you go to airport and pay labor right. 90% of them are 95% of them out there labor right at work there. Pumpers know them. And him are the minister for the entity. So Pumpers could have investigated that bad. When a minister say him is above the security of the country and can do investigation in a real time and everything with a good with Buju. And technically that him I say, it don't go paint that picture there. And it show you say the government is a criminal government. So we now get nothing better out of the DPP. Yeah? Claudia Thompson, we now get nothing better out of her.
No.
I even notice. Yeah. This government attend to use women as DPP. I want to know for a reason. You understand? I want to know what reason. But there was a woman out there where she should have get the job, you know, Beauty.
Catty.
A Beauty should have get the job.
Beauty.
Not them. Because this one I look like a beast too, you know. Claudia Thompson, that big bicycle bullet, you know. Yeah, man. That big old bicycle bullet there, you know, trust that, brother.
Cadet, we tell you how tight and stay with around people around here now. Look how I want you, man. We tell you, so we are watching, you go on with the thing, you know, but we are watching, you know.
Exactly.
You have to be careful when you say, you know, because we don't fit, we don't pamper, we don't fit, none at all, you know. Hey, brothers, let me show you something fast here. See, you know, up to TVJ, I have to put up this. Right, that's all. Television Jamaica, PNP, no rift between Crawford and Bunting. Up to TVJ have to come and put up this. Because this just big mama a time for no go away, you know. Yes. See there, them not only for just go away with this. But you for all the government, the people them not have no place to live. People still hungry, like post no plant yet. The money gone. Instead of them do that, what them are doing now? You know, so I try to have things to say them a shield and job and I allow it, brother. We can't allow this. You understand? Look here. Look here. Look how the PNP look. This a doctor does. Look there. Look here. That a doctor does. Let me look on somebody else now and show you something now. And that a doctor does and who this now. Look here. Wait there. Don't want to hide, you know. Look here. We show doctor that. Look. Me don't know if it's a circus or me don't know about what is. What is this?
Hey, let me tell you something.
What
No.
To these people?
Yo.
All the money was in thief. All the money was in thief.
What the push?
I seen the pandemic enough. All the money was in thief. You understand?
You know, when you was somebody read about a little nasty one, I know. Maybe say we can't read the edit.
I alien that man. Him coming like one alien bug.
Look nasty, man. What are you doing in a thing? Look here. Somebody said, this one dressed like Lazarus. After 4 years in the tomb. Bethany.
Yes,
look
man.
Then him Palmyra. Beside him, no look tree, but the Palmyra. See the Palmyra.
Yeah.
Look nasty. Them nasty, man. Them for go, man.
Them cranny, man. Looking at them cranny, man. Them look like some
Look at them support I wanna know. She not gonna look bad. I don't know why she don't get a little husband and just leave. Look here. Julian have a thing for worry about.
How that bulldozer? Wow.
Look now. And this bulldozer do Bramwell enough better.
Yes.
When bulldozer do all this, you know. Bulldozer no a young girl. Bulldozer, you just stay in 30s, man. You go look for we have some big son that bulldozer.
Hey, but remember, but what I know, bulldozer have to take a page out of Malawi mattress, you know. Because remember, she, you know, said that grandfather, she gone to, you know, to get the whole of the wealth, you know.
Is an ex-creator of that?
Yeah. So bulldozer, I have to follow suit. I know so well then, yeah, up there, so full and stack up with whole heap of cash up. So
this is garbage though. In 6 stomach till it look bad. Look here. No cowboy can go at me used to go to Texas now. No cowboy no look so.
No cowboy no look so, man.
This a water guy.
Yeah, man, that big old nasty brother have that, man. That big old nasty brother have that, you know. Yeah, man.
No, man, it look like him carry water to the dog them, you know.
And in this water boot. And look so stink. Cause water boot is not look here.
But you want me know? But you don't realize, you know. Big mama they pan leaf man for dress up for Drvgs Davis, you know.
No.
I dress for Drvgs Davis, man.
Cougar, you can't. This not look good, man. This a garbage.
No, Cougar drunk on, man. Cougar drunk on. I drunk on that.
But when you look better than this.
Cougar drunk on, man.
Queenie.
Bushrat drunk on the same way.
Bushrat,
no man no wear them suit there, no Bushrat.
She suit the people wear Bushrat.
Yeah, man. It's a Queenie old shine Bushrat, man. Bushrat look like drunk on, man.
No, sir.
Alright. It's a real dressing, them formal.
Look.
You call that formal dressing of elegancy.
Yes, sir. Look there.
Alright, see that? Formal dressing with elegancy.
Yeah.
Yes, brother.
When you go and say when I put on something, I want to embarrass the whole place, man. This a water, yeah. Yeah, the
No, man, that's gone full, man. That's gone full. That's gone full, brother. Nobody no wants that.
Brother, water if you just go away, man.
Big shit belly. In a water boot with cowboy hat. Then who a bull him?
I don't know.
But then again, bushrat and him zebra crossing suit. That now wear bushrat. Tell him. Them a suit out of fashion long time. Bushrat go spend some money where you thief, man. Buy a farmer suit, brother. Yeah, and look like somebody.
Brothers.
Yes.
Well, we not come to our tree them start on early and fast, see?
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
To me, people, when the show speed, when Titans are crap, you know. We don't have to them on there, you know. Until them are saying, I'm mumble now. Eh? Anyway, we're out. Brothers, later.
All right. Blessings.
Bless.